Hey everybody, this is Christine Bertram, and I am coming to you live from the Hive here in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. It's Thursday, January 2nd, and it's the first live for me of the year, and I don't think that anybody else did a live on the channel yet, so I think it's the first one for the year. Oh, I know that Gina went in hot and heavy after Christmas with a few lives, and Kelly was live on Monday with Paper Pumpkin, and so it's been lots of lives, but I haven't been live with you guys since the Regal Flora class that happened, or Regal Winter class that happened the Thursday before Christmas. So, woohoo, we're here, locked and loaded, ready to go. I'm trying to get my live up so I can watch your comments along with me. I'm super excited today to say that we wrapped up all of our kidding for the month of January. Whoop whoop. Definitely a little bit of a labor of love this past week and a half, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Oh man, you guys, we worked hard to get all of January designed so that we could do the showcase the week before Christmas. And that also allowed the helpers to get working on all the die cutting. And between Monday, Tuesday, and today, Thursday, we got absolutely everything kitted for the whole month, including the Winter Creative Escape, the 6 kitted classes. If I did some math, it would probably be about 3,000 cards we have kitted, and it's a lot. So I do have to say that has been keeping me busy, and I've been trying to also keep up with emails. I will say that I am very behind yet. I'm just going to put it right out there. I know that I got back to a lot of people, but in my head, I also have a lot of people that are still waiting for a confirmation from me. So just a little bit more patience. I can't do it all at once. They say Rome wasn't built overnight or something like that. And that's exactly how it is with emails and getting everything done that's in this area of my neck of the woods. I did get through a lot. So I am going to say that I'm going to do roll call tonight, and I will bet you any money that there are people's names that aren't on the list because I just haven't been able to get through emails. I actually worked on emails till 6 a.m. on Monday night going into Tuesday morning. Is stupid. It was really stupid because I was really tired all day on Tuesday, but I felt like I went to bed not even feeling accomplished because I still had a lot left. And I also realized I only went through emails. I didn't go through text messages. I didn't go through instant messages. I didn't go through and listen to my voicemails. And so I'm very not caught up on the emails, all right? So just putting that out there right off the bat. And also Jolene sent me the tutorial tonight. She got it to me. She had holiday stuff going on this week, and it was hard for her to get. This is a massive tutorial for tonight's class, so it has not been emailed. So just know that if you're thinking, oh man, I didn't get it, do I need to email her to ask her for it? It hasn't been emailed yet. So Jolene is actually watching right now. You can see that there's like a host up here, that this black line. That means that Jolene's watching, and she can help answer any questions. And the main thing is she's watching in case anything needs to get updated in the tutorial so that we can send out a clean tutorial right off the bat. Mostly everybody, except for one person, maybe 2 people, have this class. I have 2 local people here that were able to come and do porch pickup on their kits, but almost everybody else does not have this tutorial. So nobody could really stamp ahead or work along with me because almost everybody else is getting theirs mailed out in the near future or on the big shipping day, which is January 14th. So that little preface there that it hasn't been emailed, so nobody's missing it. It's not that it's lost in your inbox at all. So it has been crazy, you guys. Even though we had the holidays, it has been just nonstop here ever since forever, I guess. We don't stop for the holidays. I mean, I did take some time off last Thursday. Wait, the Christmas was on Wednesday, right? I'm already thinking until next year. Christmas was on Wednesday. So last week, my parents and my family, we did Christmas on Monday. My dad's side with all of his brothers and sisters on Tuesday, and then we had my family again on Wednesday. But in the middle of that, my mom and Tom and I put together 84 DSP samplers between Christmas Eve and on Christmas Day. And so, yes, that's what my family's used to. They just roll their eyes at me when I bring along the work on the holidays. And Tyler helped too. I have some pictures. I'll have to share them with you if I can remember to pull them up on my phone. But we got the samplers all made. And Judy Immel was in here, and I saw her live here. She got all of the goodie bags done for the embellishment part of the escape that's coming up. It's just, and Jill's working on rolling ribbon, you guys. It's just nonstop. So that's a little bit of what's going on in my world. You do see that Kelly went live upstairs in my craft room and the newly remodeled. Gina also, we made Gina do a live last week, Friday, in the new craft room because we were here hot and heavy kidding. And so we didn't want Gina to be distracted and you guys to hear all of us rustling around in the background. So Gina went live. I do want to say I'm very sorry. Tyler was a little upset with me. Not upset, but he was disappointed that I wasn't the first one to get to go live in my new craft room. I felt a little bit like that too, but I also felt like, well, it worked out the way it was supposed to be, that Gina got to do her live first and Kelly got to go second and I'll get to go third because, right, the third person's the charm, I guess. But I will say that I am going to get to go live first with the back wall being painted purple. So you guys probably saw in the background when they did those lives that it was like drab to me. I was watching, I'm like, oh, it looks so boring back there. Everything is so tan. And the door is going to get exchanged out. We have a wood door that's going in. And so the door is this ugly white door with a chip in the middle of it. And you guys, I don't know if you can see that from the live, but I get to go first with the walls painted purple because on Monday night, I painted the walls purple. And now it looks a lot more bright and beautiful and cheerful to me. Everybody needs purple walls. Well, not everybody. I guess people who hate purple don't want purple walls, but I love purple walls. And so you guys will get to see that when I go live up there first. And I did promise you guys I would go live and just show off the room. And it was a chaotic mess up there for the last couple weeks because we've been accumulating everything for kidding. And I'm going to get it kind of buttoned up a little bit and then I'll do a little walkthrough and share it with you guys. So good stuff there. Yeah, I'm just going to say hi to everybody really quick who's watching. Just to give a shout out. Hi, Linda Krause from Canada. There's a Gwen Goda. Yes, Happy New Year, everybody. Thank you for the New Year and birthday wishes. It was a good day yesterday. I'll tell you a little bit about that in a moment. Hi, Doris Munson. Hi, Hope Toy. There's Julie Bontranger. There's Cindy Runtree. Hi, Angelique. And Cindy Runtree. I said that twice. Haha. Hi, Cindy. It was right after each other. Thanks for sharing on Facebook. That's what I see. Hi, Pat Smothers. There's Mary Lemke. Hi, Faye Goppy. Hi, Susan Bellamy and Sarah Mitchell. Hi, Jean Shute. She's cold, freezing North Dakota. Hi, Deb Norman and Sherry Stewart. Hi, Laura Sullivan and Sarah Merchant. 31 degrees in Walbridge. Yes, it is cold here as well. Thanks for sharing the host code, Jolene. I appreciate that. Hi, Barbara Rudolph. Deanne Dawn is watching. Deanne Dawn, just so you know, you probably got a shipping notice. I popped those 4 pieces of designer series paper in the mail to you today. So you should have them hopefully by Saturday or Monday at the latest would be my hope. I don't know how backlogged the postal service is right now. So I'm not going to promise when it's going to be there. I just hope it's going to get there soon. So you should have that in the near future. Hi, Patricia Settle. Hi, Nicole Blowers from Perth, Western Australia. Yay. Yay, commercial already for Laura. And that'll happen. Hi, Judy Sharp. Hi, Penny Powell. Hi, Jody and Diane. There's Donna. Judy Immel's here. Hi, Connie Moore. Hi, Jean Terwilliger. Jean Terwilliger, at some point we need to carve out a couple hours to talk and chat how we can streamline the sign-up process. This is definitely on my radar. Oh, man, it sure is. Oh, man. Hi, Sandy Wicklander. Hi, Margaret. There's Kelly. Hi, Feline Mays. Hi, Pauline. Yay. There's Jamie Kirkpatrick. Oh my gosh, you guys, so many people. Hi, Nicole Herrick. And there's Marshall Long. Hi, Maria and Nancy. Hi, Suzanne Deppis. There's Jolene. Nancy Sue Valencia. Nancy Sue, you are one of them that I know I need to email you back. I saw that you had gotten the DSP samplers, which is awesome. Hi, Sherry Ott. Hi, Mary Ann. There's Sandy Coy Emery. Sandy Coy Emery, you had posted in one of my posts. So you guys, I did the whole year-end guessing game challenge. I hope you know I scheduled all that stuff. I did not post every day or twice a day, that stuff. Before I left for my parents, I scheduled all of those posts. And I didn't see many spammers, if at all any, which is awesome. But Sandy asked a question about my class loyalty program. She's like, I haven't seen this, or did I not know about this program? And Sandy, you got your 2 classes from December, the monthly class and the Let's Just Stamp were free. They were part of your class loyalty program. And so I don't know if you caught that, but you should go back to my email that I sent you in December where I told you your total. And it had like monthly class and it said 0 in parentheses free with class loyalty program. So I don't know if you didn't catch that, but you don't need to sign up for the class loyalty program. Carissa helps me keep track of it. We are not 100% buttoned up with it because as people sign up, they qualified for classes at the end of the year. And I have a sheet here, you guys. I keep track of it. Carissa keeps track of it. And then she'll send me a list. And I know you guys can't read this, but I work off of a sheet that looks like this. And I write who's gotten classes over here, who's gotten classes and what classes we used. And there are a couple people that I need to get ahead of them because they usually get paid for the class before I can give them the free class. So I might, just for people who are watching, I might just send a blanket email to some people that I need to just say, hey, don't go paying for a class until I can get you your free one that you earned. Okay. So that's how that works. You guys don't have to sign up for that program. And it doesn't include ink, paper, scissors. Ink, paper, scissors has its own loyalty program. If you do six ink, paper, scissors consecutively in a row, then you get a free gift from me. I usually do something consumable like dimensionals, tear and tape, Stella pens. Sometimes a paper snips isn't consumable, but a snip, sometimes a bone folder, sometimes. So we keep track of that as well. And then all of a sudden you'll get a surprise in your package. And then that's how we do the ink, paper, scissors. But all the other classes, if you pay for them, we track that. And if you do 10 in a year, then you earn a free class. If you do 20 in a year, you earn 2 free classes. We try to keep it situated throughout the year, but sometimes I don't get the results from Carissa like as quickly as I'm ready to sign people up for classes. And so we catch people up. So even if you earned it in 2024, we're honoring you to use the free class in January of 2025. And if we already missed you for January, it'll be for February of 2025. So yeah, so I saw that. And I did post in Facebook, Sandy, that yeah, you got your 2 free classes and you have 1 more coming yet. So, all right. Yes, I think Jolene is feeling much better. When I talked to her, she sounded a lot better. Hi, Holly. There's Barbara Gobby. Hi, Lynn Beasley. And Sherry Stewart. You could put up a different color sheet for the different people doing classes. A different color sheet. What do you mean, Sherry Stewart? Putting up a different color sheet for the different people doing... I understand that I have different people doing classes, but I don't know what you mean by how to put up a different color sheet. To show what? I don't know. You'll have to either message me or call me afterwards or send me a message. Hi, Mona. There's Paula Rice. Jennifer Summers. Hi, Vanessa Ritter. There's Susan Ray Hendricks. Oh my gosh, you guys. Hi, Jean Maxwell and Linda Scott. All right, we got through it. Fridays are your best day, but I can make any day work. Let's try for tomorrow. It's a very busy day again tomorrow, Jean, but I think I can carve out some time tomorrow that we can at least brainstorm what we could do to streamline on your purple wall. Put a sheet up on my purple wall. Okay, I still don't know if I understand. My brain is probably thinking about other things, Sherry, and not putting it together. But maybe we can figure out. You got your message. I probably last looked at the total and didn't fully read the message. Okay, well, that makes sense. Well, I didn't want you to think, Sandy, that you were missing out on it and that you had to do anything special for it. So, wait. I do have some housekeeping things to go over, okay? It's been a while since we were live, and so I do have some things to talk about before we get going into making cards. Is there any? Yes, Jean Shoot, definitely. Kitten Patrol. I heard something back there. I didn't look, though, to see if a kitten was there. You guys, definitely. I have about 25 spots left for the escape, and I would love to get at least 10 or 15 more of those filled up in the next week, so that we can go into the escape with only 10 left. That would make me feel amazing. So if there is anybody that was on the fence about it, I'm gonna show the cards off really quickly here. And I can show you what part of the goodie bag is like, because everybody gets a $50 goodie bag as part of it. And if anybody's on the fence about getting the product shares, there's a cat back there. Can you see it? Yes, you can see Bigger Tigger. He was right there, and he was trying to get into a box, and I heard him rustling. So So if you guys are thinking about getting a product share from me, just know that the product share is more or less in the escape. And product shares are around $75. And if you do the 130 instead, you get the 9 card kits, the awesome attendance gifts, and my mom's homemade cookies. If you come in person, you get a meal, and if you are getting it mailed to you, you get cookies. But either way, you get some of my mom's homemade cooking. All right. So yes, there's definitely some spots left. Connie Moore signed. Oh, yay. Connie Moore wants the retreat as well. The plan is that there's going to be basically one huge shipping day on January 14th. And anybody who signs up for the escape, I've been taking off shipping off of, not full shipping, but $4 off of every class that you get. I've been taking off for those that are getting the escape. So that helps too. So Connie, I know we figured out your January total, but I can refigure out what the escape would be for consolidating classes. And good grief, do I need it? Jean, that's always the $1 million question. Do you need or do you want? Right? Do we ever need anything more? Probably not, but what makes us happy, right? So, oh yes, Jean Trulio, we can definitely touch base tomorrow morning. And Kelly asked, how do you sign up for the retreat? You guys, I'm going to show this to you for those that don't know how to get to the retreat. My website is right here. It's cardsbycrisby.com. What I would need for you guys to do, anybody who wants to sign up for the retreat, go to my website, and we're in January now. The event is the 9th through the 12th, so pick on any one of those dates. Click on it, and then scroll here to click here for the registration form, okay? So when you click on that, it'll take you into a sign-up form that all you have to do is put your name, email address, and your demo ID. Okay. If you are not a demonstrator with Stampin' Up! Or a discount shopper or a hobbyist, that is okay. I opened up the event to everybody. So for your demo ID number, wherever it asks it, here, what is your demo ID number? Just put whatever you want. Put hello, 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 or put like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever you want. Because I did open the event up to everybody. And then your name, phone number, how will you be participating? For those that are not in the United States and you would like to participate in this event, you can choose the online with no box option, because I don't mail any of my card classes or events outside the United States. But if you choose the online with no box, that means you would get access to the Facebook group, you would get the creative presentations, you would get all the photos and all the media that we prepare. You just wouldn't get a box mailed to you. So there is an option for doing this outside the United States. What your birthday is, the swaps are closed, so you'd have to pick none at this time, and then just click yes. And do you have any food allergies, depending on if you're in person or not? And then basically that's it. Would you like the sampler or the product share? So again, I mentioned that the product shares are very similar to what you get in your goodie bag. And then it has the pricing down here and how would you like to pay, and then submit it. So that's how you would get registered for it. So I have about 25 left. What is the retreat? I think I was going to do it, but I don't remember. How the retreat works, I have a cat fur. Perfect. It's 4 in-person one-day events, right? So you could attend Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Saturday is pretty full at this point, so it would just be, if you want to attend in person, Friday, Thursday, or Sunday. For anybody else and a lot of other people, you could do this event virtually. You would get your box mailed to you after the event. It would have your make and take kits. It would have your goodie bag, all your attendance gifts, my mom's cookies in it, and then you can do your make and takes after. About a week after the event is held, I do an unlisted class, 2 classes actually, where we make all 9 of the cards together, and there's 8 creative presentations on the in-person dates. So between Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, there's 2 every day, and there's also a lot of content. There are 9 displays being made featuring 4 suites that are part of online exclusives. Hello, Kitten, here he is, just walking all over everything. And then there are 5 suites in the mini catalog. So we have the most amazing display stampers that create beautiful pieces of work that are photographed and included in the Facebook group. And then there's also a swap that goes on, and we get more creativity ideas. And so yes, it's just an all-around great way to get everybody geared up for what's coming live and some of it that recently published in November for products. So yeah, so that's what it's all about. Okay, so there's still plenty of space for anybody that would like to get signed up for it. The cost is $130. If you're on my team, the Be Happy Stampers, it's $120. Oh, I don't know if you can see his little butt back there, but he went straight back there. You guys, another kitten sighting. Okay, so that's the retreat coming up. I'll share here with you guys the cards really quick so that if you were on the fence because you didn't know what the projects look like, this way you can know what you're working on. And so we've got the Everyday Arches card. This one features memorable blooms, and really you don't, the sentiment. This one is the terrific toadstools. So people are a little bit worried maybe about this one because if you don't have mushrooms, you could always put something else on your card instead of the mushrooms. This one is the delightful floral. You just need a sentiment. This is mixed media floral. You just need a sentiment. This is a first birthday card or a young girl card. And again, if you didn't want a first birthday card, you could put a sentiment right there and it would still be really pretty. Ocean Friends. And then this one is the Beautiful Bokeh was one, which is a shaker card. And then that one is using the Storybook Gardens or Storybook Friends set. So those are the 9 make and takes. And I'll be honest, I think there's going to be one more. We got all of the designing done, and I realized that I always do a calendar card for the escape that is in January. And I have 120 calendars, and I didn't design the card yet because I completely forgot about it. So what I mean by a calendar card is there's always some sort of a card in there that has a calendar on it. So the 2025 calendar. So yeah, I'm going to pull that out of thin air somehow and get one more card. So there may be 10 cards, you guys, that are part of the escape. The other thing too that I showed everybody, that this is the little attendance gift that everybody gets. It's a speaker, a mini speaker that you can travel with or have in your craft room if you want to listen to some tunes, and it hooks up via Bluetooth, and it's super awesome. So that's one of the attendance gifts, and then there are a couple other handmade attendance gifts that we are doing. Hi, Donna Winter, coming in late. Hi, Joanne Kahn. Yay. Okay, so again, if anybody wants to get signed up for the escape, it's not too late. You guys were seeing these things here. These are the scavenger hunts, right? So I did get a bunch of them in from people. I am going to potentially wait just a moment in time yet because people had till the 31st to mail them to me. So I probably will wait and go through the answers with you guys on my first live after the escape. We have a live tomorrow at 3 with the otters. And then I'm not live again because next week the escape is already on Thursday. So we don't have a class that next Thursday. So the next week there's class on the 16th. That's most likely when I will draw the winners for this and and go over the answers. The paper pumpkins that are back here that are left are the ones from June or August. I do not have any left from December. Nancy Sue Valencia, I need to let you know that I don't have any left. I think you had asked for one. I don't have any left. There were a few people that reached out to me late last week that I have to get back to, that I do have them for them. I already pulled them, but I don't have any. So if you haven't asked me for one yet, just know that I don't have any left. If you have asked for one, just give me a moment so I can reply and let you know who got one and who didn't. I took them in order of when people asked. Which was the class with the black bag for the markers? I do want to retreat. Yay, Yvette Lopez. And Yvette, I still have calendars for you too. I got to figure out what else you needed. Hi, Karen Wetstein. What is the class with the black bag for markers? The black bag. Help me know what you're talking about. And does anybody else know what black bag for markers is for? I'm not quite sure. Can you say the names of them? Oh, the pumpkins, yes. I have 2 pumpkins left from last year, and they're June 2024, and they're called Life is Sweet. They featured produce. If I'm not mistaken, they had peaches with them. And if you're wondering more specifically, what you could do is go to my events calendar on my website. Go to June's paper pumpkin class, and that's where you'll find, so just toggle backwards until you get to June, and I'm pretty sure it was on a Monday night later in June, and Kelly did the class, and you'll see a cover photo for it. So thank you for all the birthday wishes. So you guys, people asked how my birthday was. It was good. It was great. I can't complain at all. It was very, in my eyes, low key. We went to my friend who I went to high school with, he helped build this addition and he helped do the remodel. And him and his wife they had a party at their house and he just redid his garage. And so he had a new garage party. And so we went to their house on the eve and hung out with them for about a while, rung in the new year, and got home, went to bed, got to sleep in a little bit. And my mom made my birthday lunch for me, and we had Gina's family over, and my brother and his family were over, and my mom made birthday cake for me. I got my angel food cake. I've had an angel food cake ever since I was a little girl. It was always my grandma Haas's favorite. And so I continue on the tradition that every year my mom makes an angel food cake for me. And she made a banana chocolate cake for Gina. And I do have a picture I can share with you guys. I'll post it on Facebook too. I just haven't gotten around to getting onto the computer very much in the last couple days. But I have a picture I can show you a better picture, and I can show you a funny picture. Okay, so this is from yesterday, them singing happy birthday. So there's my angel food cake, and then Gina got a chocolate banana cake, and then here's the funny picture of us blowing out blowing out the candles. Yep, there's me, all the air coming out, and there's Gina, we're blowing out the candles. And then I got a nice picture of Tyler and me from yesterday. I'll share that too. So I got a picture of us, and then I got a really nice picture of my parents with me. And so my dad is very happy. He got promoted to Papa, and my mom too. They're having another grandchild, and we don't know if it's a boy or a girl, but my brother's having another baby. And so the baby is due in May, I believe, of next year. So my dad was so proud. He wore his Proud to Be a Papa shirt. And so, yeah. So we do a Bertram calendar every year. And so I'm right on the ball. I got a picture that goes for me for January for my birthday and included all of us. So, yay. All right. And then I'll show you another picture from Christmas because I haven't been live, you guys. But this is my whole family. So I have 3 brothers. Mike is the oldest, Mark is the next oldest, and then Tom is my youngest brother. And then there's me and Tyler, and then Mike and Linnea have 3 kids, and then Mark and his wife, she had 3 kids from her first marriage, and then they have a little baby together, and there's my mom and dad. So yeah, so that was the Christmas picture from last week. So it was good, you guys. So continuing on to my birthday, I got to take a nap yesterday. So I don't nap very often, but I got to take a nap, and Gina napped in one chair and I napped in the other chair. You could tell we were really busy and tired. So we napped in the afternoon, and then we all talked and chatted in the afternoon after we woke up from our naps, played a couple games, and came back and watched a movie. So I really did try not to do anything yesterday, but if you got an email or a text from me yesterday, it's because I probably was replying to a birthday message or something like that. So I tried. Oh, you'll take a June paper pumpkin. Very good, very good. All right, so a couple more announcements. Just keep me going here for just a little bit. I have a couple more things. I want, especially if you guys missed it, I have here, and especially if you're newer to me, these documents here. This is my overview document. It's updated, ready to go. I have a schedule. I have a cord up here that I didn't even realize it was there. Okay, I have this schedule on my website, which it breaks it down by the type of class and the date. It's 2 pages, both sided, and then Gina's is in here as well. And these documents, along with, you guys have been getting a lot of positive feedback on this bad boy, the calendar, so that you guys can look at what is going on at a whole year's view. I have an older printout. We added a revised date on here, but you guys, for anybody that likes to be organized, like me, you can print that off along with the schedule and the overview document. Keep that handy because it will help you stay organized with me. And to show you where to find that, it's back in the website, especially for those that are new. You might not know this. When you go to the resources tab, this is probably, besides the events calendar, the most important page on my website. You have the overview, the calendar, and the schedule all here, okay? And when we get the catalogs available that we can publish them. I also have catalogs available. The other thing, you guys, I don't know if you guys were watching Kelly. Kelly filled in on a little, I wouldn't say it's a secret anymore because she said what we're going to do. I've been getting such feedback from everybody about how it's really hard to see the online exclusives. They want them in a catalog. It's hard because it's not indexed. I feel the pain the most when I am trying to design cards and I know I need a die or I need a specific word, and it just, I hate looking through the online store. And this is like, I might be alone, but it's hard. And it makes me hate designing. I don't know, I'm just being honest, because I don't like to look on my little phone when I'm designing cards to try to figure out what die I can use. So Kelly, I've tasked Kelly with creating our own online exclusives tutorial catalog. I don't know what you want to, we'll have to come up with a name for it because it's not a catalog. It's going to be a quasi catalog where it's going to have half of a sheet is featuring this suite. The next half is featuring the suite. Bundle is going to get a quarter page. Stamp sets are going to get like a part of a page. And then we're going to have an index at the end. And 6 times throughout the year, we're going to update this document. So there are new online exclusives launching in January. My goal is to have this document ready by January 7th so that I can share it with you. And it will include anything in the online store that is at that moment active. And excuse me, in March, there'll be new products launched, and anything that is out of stock or not going to be moving forward, it's like it makes it to the last chance, will be out of that document and the new stuff will be added, and it'll be a recurring document. I hope you guys are going to like it because I need something. I'm having her create this because I personally need it, and I think you guys will all benefit from it being available. So stay tuned for that because I have such a hard time, and I hate having a hard time designing. It's one thing to go and like look up a stamp set and try to get ideas, but to try to know where all the dies are. Anyways, we also are thinking about making our own versatile index for the catalogs because I'm just saying. Anyways, there are probably other demonstrators out there that have done them, but we're going to make our own version and how it works best for us. And hopefully you guys will be able to benefit from it. So that's coming. It is definitely on our radar to try to get that done by Tuesday. It's going to be Kelly's big project that she's working on this weekend. So that's a great little update for you guys. I want you to know that. And then I also want to share with you what my brother and I, where is it? Do I have it in here? I think I want to share with you the DSP sampler. I gotta think about where I have it. Okay. If I have to get up for something, I'll let you know. But I don't know if I have any online exclusive samplers left, but I have an abundance of the Spring Mini catalog, the samplers. And when I'm talking about the sampler, it's a document that looks like this, and it has the color swatches. This is what we made on Christmas, and I just want you guys to be aware. I don't believe I have any left for the online exclusives, which were launched last year, but I have all of the spring ones. And I wanted to share with you what Judy Immel spent a lot of time working on. This is what the embellishment share will look like for in your goodie bag. Actually, this is the product share one. So this is the full-blown product share. So if you sign up to get the embellishment share with me, this is what you're going to get. It's a sampling of all of the online exclusives and the mini catalog. So that is a full-blown one. I also, like a paper share looks something like this. Now this is my sample that I have from the holiday mini catalog. It's the last one I have left. And this is what it'll look like with just different paper for your goodie bag for the event. And also if you get the paper share for me. So lots of good stuff. The ribbon is in the works. We'll have that ready by Monday too. So that's cool. All right. So paper shares, DSP sampler. And the reason I wanted to make sure I bring that up is because I wasn't a slacker. I just was working on other things first. I finally published the paper embellishment and ribbon share. I think I published that on Monday. And just if anybody wants to get signed up for it, just reach out to me. If you get the whole shebang where it's paper, ribbon, and embellishments, you get to pick out a free class that's in January with me, or a past class, but only in January, or past classes for the product share. So just know that that has been published. If you go to my events calendar for January 1st, which was yesterday, you'll find the information for that. Hi, Janice Yeagers, just signed up for the event. Yay, so excited. It's your first time. I love it. Very, very good. So I'll make sure that anybody that does get signed up new, I have been emailing the attendees for the last couple of weeks. And when new people sign up, I just keep adding them to the distribution list. And each email that I send gets piggybacked off of it. And so like the update 1 is first and update 2. And now I'm on update 3. The next one is number 4. So just know that if you get fresh onto that distribution list or that email, you should always scroll all the way down to the bottom to catch up on all the details. Okay, let's do roll call. Oh, Doris just signed up for the escape as well. Wonderful, yay. Okay, so if I have missed, I'm gonna do roll call here. If I do not say your name, make a deal with me. You are allowed to email me, or you can email me, but you should you should pull up the original email. What I'm trying to get at is, I know I'm behind on emails and I don't need necessarily more emails. So if you feel like, man, did she get my email, and you just want to make sure, don't just send me a fresh new email saying, did you get my email? What you can do is find the email that you sent to me originally and forward it to me and say, hey, please check out my email below and let me know if you can get me signed up for these classes, if you feel inclined to do that. It's really hard when somebody says, hey, you didn't send my email, and they just send me a blank new email, because then it's like I feel obligated to reply to that one and say, okay, and then reply to that one. Anyways, just how I work. So otherwise, just give me a couple more days and make sure that I'm not at any risk of running out. Like in the past, sometimes we're like, yeah, we only have 2 left, or we have 5 left. I have 40 sets of this class left. So as long as you guys can give me a little bit of time to get through my emails, I need through the weekend, I think, to at least get through my emails, because we're not planning to ship anyways until January 14th for the most part. So unless you're like, no, I want this class now, can you mail it out to me next week? Then maybe message me. As long as you're not getting anything else, then I could get it out by itself. But just try to put that out there. So I definitely know I'm missing names. So we're going to go through them. And I hope I have at least 75% of the names. So we have Donna Grushke, Susan Ray Hendricks, Barbara Rudolph, Sarah Merchant, Linda Scott, Sherry Everett, Pat Fleming, Pat Settle, Jeannie Parker, Leslie McMinn, Debbie Lindauer, Trisha Fagley, Karen Woods, Nedra Dover, Kathy Showalter, Kathleen Ketterman, Hope Toy, Mary Jo Stoll, Ruth Nicholson, Susan Bellamy, Angelique McClendon, Sheila Roberts, Angela Knutson, Sandy Coy Emery, Connie Moore, Julie Bontringer, Judy Dean, Kat Fronick, Susie Fentlater, Mary Carls, Barbara Gabi, Sherry Stewart, Linda Pierce. This is Linda's first class with us, you guys. Yay. Deanna Stell, Laura Sullivan. So, if I didn't say your name and you want to put it out here really quick, you can tell me. I think that normally we do about 100 for the fun folds, and I just listed off 36 names, and I have maybe 8 people in person. So I know we're only half full with this class. And I know that when people start to see the fun folds, they're going to get signed up for the class. And so just know that I always try to work first come, first serve, but we're not at any risk of anybody not getting this class, okay? And so thank you for your patience. I feel bad saying that I'm not through emails, but it's how it is sometimes. So I also wanted to call out, you guys, give Angelique McClendon a huge shout out. She reached out to me a couple weeks ago and heard me talking about updating my events calendar and getting everything for the year. Transitioning from one year to the next is a lot of work, and I try to be as organized as possible. And she helped me over the last 2 weeks. She spent a lot of hours helping me get my events calendar. I taught her how to do it, and she worked on it. So if you guys go to my events calendar now and you see all these squares that are gray, she helped all the way through the end of the year. Look at this, you guys. She got all of our classes on the calendar all the way through December. So wherever you see a gray box, she helped me create these and get them out there so that you can also refer to this calendar. Now this is the calendar that ultimately, and a lot of it we don't have names or cards, right? So it's always cards under construction, but we don't necessarily have, if there are updates or changes that need to be made, you always want to like refer to this first. If you have any questions, always go to the website first. And that is what would get updated, because once you print paper, you guys, it is not current, right? That's how that works. So yes, big, oh, and Lynn Beasley, I did see your text message or an email. And so we'll get your name on here. And Lynn, tell me if you were going to place an order, because if you did say that you're going to do an order, I'll include you in the drawing for the door prize later. So Lynn, just let me know about that too. I'll try to watch for it. So yes, a big, huge shout out, round of applause to Angelique. She probably did about Angelique, it was probably 20 hours. If I had to guess, it probably took her 20 hours. I don't even know where I would have pulled 20 hours out of, because she helped me with that and allowed me to spend some time relaxing on my birthday, spend some family time. Otherwise, I would have been working on that stuff a lot more during the holidays and staying up later and getting that done. So yay to her. She took one for the team, and I appreciate it. So, Feline Mays, I didn't say your name either. You're right. Yes. And then Doris Munson. Yeah, see you guys. And here's the thing. I may have replied to your email, but I probably have it marked as unread, and I need to go back and log it. So, but that makes sense. Yes, Feline and Doris, you guys are both on my list now. So I appreciate you telling me that. Okay, perfect. So I do have you on the list now. So Lynn Beasley, Doris Munson, and Feline Mays, I did add you. I don't have any of the rest of your classes added. It's a lot. Sometimes I can reply, but I don't have my book near me, and so I have to get caught up. Yeah, so way to go, Angelique. So I also want to say that Angelique was instrumental in your Fun Folds class tonight. Angelique absolutely loves Fun Folds, and so she asked if she could help me work on the Fun Folds. I'm like, yeah, absolutely. So Angelique came up with 4 ideas for Fun Folds, and we did go forward with 3 of them, and one of them we switched up so that we could include the new card kit. So we altered it. Where can I find the team Better Your Best? Yay, you're up 233 from the quarter. Penny Powell, go to the Be Happy Stampers Facebook group, and there is a featured pin that's Better Your Best, or go to your email and search for Better Your Best. And actually, you should just go to your email and search for Better Your Best. I sent the email out a week ago, and you can reply to that. Yes, the online exclusives will be wonderful. It will. So Angelique, I'm going to share with you guys what Angelique made and what we altered, because when she made them, she didn't have access to the sale-a-bration products yet, or the new mini products. And so she came up with the ideas for the Fun Folds, and then we kind of altered them for what we have. So I want to share with you what Angelique came up with and what card we ended up going with. So this is, oh, and you know what, Angelique, if you're watching, Angelique, let us know. I don't remember the names of all of them. So it's like, to me, this is like a flat fold, but it's a swing. so this is what she used using the Regal Winter. The Regal Winter designer series paper. And one moment, please. Then what we did is we went forward with the Toadstools. So we came up with 3 different ones here. So you guys, in your kits, when you get them, you'll either have that pattern, or that pattern. And in your kit here, and it's set up pretty much the same way. And you'll have either pink or purple. So that was this is the perfect example of how you case things, right? So we had a layout, and what we did is we cased it to come up with a different layout. And then this is a card that Angelique sent to me, and it was thanking me for the awesome event that we had in the fall for the escape. And I saw this when when she sent this to me. I was like, oh man, we're casing this. It's so cool. So when we cased this one, we cased it with 4 different styles of cards, and that is because of the sale-a-bration paper. We used some of the new memorable blooms. I think it's something like that. Hang on, I have it right here. This is one of the sale-a-bration items that you can get. It's called Bloom Impressions. It's free with a $50 order. Just like this Toadstool paper is free with a $50 order. And these are the 4 different, so you'll get one of these patterns, right? It's the same card, it's just different patterns of designer series paper. And it opens like that. And it's the luck of the draw you got, right, Sandy? So on this one, we did 24 of each of these colors. And then for this one, we had 32, 32, and 32 because we made 96. So just showing you the different samples and where the ideas came from. And then this one is what she made featuring Hearts of Elegance, which is our featured suite for the month. And this is a tube card, and then that opens up like that. And we cased that card, and we came up with the fruit cards, you guys. So the fruit cards are a little bit extreme in terms of the different patterns you could get. So the fruit paper, so yes, there's really that many samples. You guys, this is gonna get to be a lot here. The toad paper that you can get free with a $50 order, it's a lot of pinks, purples, and greens. And this is free with a $50 order. And so we used a couple of those patterns. And then for the fruit paper, there's 12 different patterns in here. And so we did not use the watermelon for this class because it was too hard to use the watermelon, but we used a lot of the rest of them. And this is also free with a $50 order. Sale-a-bration actually starts, you guys, next week. It starts on the 7th. They always launch the new catalog on the first Tuesday of the month. And the first Tuesday of the month is the 7th. So you guys, you can't get any of this product right now unless you're a demonstrator, discount shopper, or hobbyist. And as customers, you can order it from me or other demonstrators. You can order it starting on the 7th. That said, oh, I wanted that one, but only want the purple pattern. Laughing, oh no. So Sandy, if you, I don't want to do this for everybody because it's going to be a lot of work because we have everybody, a flip-flop fold, good. Because we already, yeah, it's $60 order, so it's free with a $60 order. You're right. I don't know if somebody asked that, but that is correct. This class, this Fun Folds tonight is $22 and it's $28 with shipping, or it's free with a $60 order. We have everybody's already kitted up already, right? They're already in a box sitting over there. Everybody's lined up in alphabetical order and they're set, right? But if somebody does sign up, like okay, I'll say Yvette, if you don't want to sign up, if you don't get purple, then just reach out to me and say, I'll sign up for this class if I get purple. Of course, I'd rather give you the class and give you purple, okay? So, like, I think there are purple ones left because I have 40 left, okay? But, so, how much is the Fun Folds? Diane, is it month by month or a subscription? It's not month by month. It's just it's a one-time class. If you want to place an order for $60, you get it for free. Or if you want to pay for it, it's $28. So these are the different options that we came up with for the fruit card. Tons of different options, you guys. So because these are all the different patterns of paper, but all of them, they open like this. Oh man. So that opens like that. And it's the tube, right? So there's one with orange like that. And then there's another orange one that looks like this. We're going to talk about this basket in a moment here. I stamped mine all into thank you cards. There's one pattern that is a mixed cocktail, fruit cocktail, right? And there's one here with the kiwis on it. There's one with apple slices. Yeah, and you're going to get one of them. The idea with this is to show you how to make the card and give you a cute card, but then for you to go with your own stash and make more of them, right? That's what a class like this is all about, is to get you like the easy button with card kits and then make your own at home. And this one right here is one with pears. Perfect. Yvette, if you haven't sent me an email, you're going to have to send me one email with a list of everything. And make sure you include in there that you wanted 10 calendars, because I believe you had said in a previous live you wanted 10 calendars. So just send me a collectively whole new email. That would be awesome. And piggyback off of an old one if you had sent one already. All right, and here's one with pineapples, right? So they're all different. They all have a fruit basket in them. So I am doing this card as a swap card. So in swap cards, I can't really use retired product. So I did my fruit basket a little bit different. But this, and here's one with pomegranates. And then here's the one with cantaloupe. Cantaloupe. And then here's one with the bananas. All right. So that's all the different options that could be for your fruit. And I'm going to just keep one handy here to have for us for class. I'm going to put all of these back in here, I think. Okay. So again, how this will work for you guys when you get your package, you're going to get a package that looks like this. It's going to have your golden ticket on the top, and it's got 4 card kits and 2 6x6 pieces of designer paper, right? So I know easily by looking at the kit. Let me just show you here. Hang on one second. I just grabbed, like Ruth Nicholson's is here. So this is what you guys are gonna get when you get your package. You're gonna have it in the cellophane. You're gonna have 3 card kits, and then the pink is for the mushroom one, and then you'll have the last piece of 6x6 is gonna be for your fruit. You're gonna have a random circle here, which actually, it wasn't an afterthought, but my helpers didn't punch it, and we had already kitted everything up. And then I remembered it, and I thought, oh man, let's just drop it in everybody's piece of plastic. And this little brown circle goes with the fruit card, okay? So it's gonna go with this fruit card. I call it a sacrificial lamb, all right? So this is what you're gonna get for your package. And we did not cut the 6x6 paper down for on 2 of the cards. We're gonna do that together as a group. And it just made it, like Karen Wetstein, I think, was really happy with me when she didn't have to do the cutting for this, and this, because we would have had to keep them all in order for you guys, and that's a lot of work. Okay, so we're gonna get to that in a moment, but this is again what it'll look like. I just want to share with you, Diane said, I placed an order today. I would love the fun folds. An email for the request. Yeah, send me a quick email, Diane, because you can do is just follow up, and I'm gonna mark you down that you placed an order, because then we'll include you in the drawing for the door prize later. All right, so perfect. I want to also show you, this is my card. This is the other card that Angelique came up with. It's an amazing card. Just wait till you see the inside. I will do this for a fun fold sometime in the future. I just didn't want to do it quite for this one because the papers are only 6x6 except for the bloom one. And it just wasn't, I couldn't pull it together really easily. And plus, this was part of the sale-a-bration offering, and I wanted to really incorporate this, okay? So this is such a cute card, though. I have to show it to you. We'll do this for a class sometime. It'll happen. And so I'm going to keep this on the standby radar, but super cute. So a big shout out, you guys, to Angelique. These are the folds that she came up with for class tonight, and it really did help us a lot. So I'm going to just set those off to the side, and I'm going to share with you what our last card is for tonight. So one of the offerings, if I said $50 purchase, I meant to say $60. Sale-a-bration is free with a $60 purchase. It has been $50 for the last 20 years, so it's really hard to remember that. But it is free with a $60 purchase. There's a rainbow celebration kit. And with this kit, with this kit, there are 6 cards. 2 like that, 2 like that, and 2 like that. And because some of these are a little bit harder, what we did is we went with the easy button for this one. And so we took the card kit and we cut off the back because the rainbow is on the front, and then there's the shape of a rainbow for the back part of the card. We cut it off, and we gave you the bits and parts for the kit. We did add in ribbon and gems, and then we double matted the inside and added a pop-up here. And we made an easel card for you. And it has a really cool envelope that matches with the clouds. And so you'd either get this pink one, you'd get the blue summer splash outer rainbow, or you'd get the lemon lime twist one. So the last card for our fun folds is you're gonna get one of these. So there was just a lot going on. I will tell you that. So we'll make these momentarily. I do want to share also with you what else is a sale-a-bration, because I can't show you the inside of the catalog yet because we can't show it until the 7th. But this ribbon is one of the free offerings with the sale-a-bration this go round. And then the other part of sale-a-bration, there are some gems that are sequins that were introduced in this card right here that you'll get to experience them. Now back to the fruit here really quick. I want to share with you guys a little disclaimer about the fruit. There's not a lot of fruit stuff offered from Stampin' Up! At the moment. And this is basket. It's from Crafting With You. And it was Tammy Sikolik's idea. And I thought it was great because it shows you how you can incorporate past product with current product. There's a little punch pack from about 4 or 5 years ago that had a strawberry, a pear, a pineapple, and something else. And I can't remember, but it was a 4 punch pack with fruit. And then what we did is we added in a 1/2 inch circle punch. Oh, what it is an orange slice. And I didn't like the orange slice, so I said, let's put in full oranges. And so you guys, to reproduce this card specifically with the fruit like this, you would need to have your punch back at home. But You could put anything else on here. And you saw Angelique's card. Hers wasn't even anything fruit related. She has the rectangle here, and then she added a focal image on the side here. And if you guys go to reproduce this, you could use any awesome pattern paper that has a nice flow to it, right? And you could even continue it and do like a strip on the edge here. I think there was one baby small strip that was left, and I ended up doing horizontal on the bottom. But just to show you guys that the punch pack here is retired, but if you have it, pull it out and use it when you're creating cards using this Fruit Designer Series paper. The purple is your favorite. Yay! Was the first card. Your first card was purple. Oh my gosh, I am a little bit jealous. Because I wish I could have a purple car. I would love a purple car. But I have red, and red I can settle with red. Okay, so we're going to start working on these very momentarily. Very, very, very soon. I do want to just put a shout out there that we have the Let's Just Stamp that you guys can still get signed up for in case you missed it. This is Let's Just Stamp for the month featuring the zinnias. And I believe the zinnias is still available while supplies last. We also have the January monthly class that is all kitted up now. That class is in a couple weeks. And these are the 3 cards for the January monthly class. In case you guys missed the showcase, you could go out and watch it. The sweet class for the month, I just want to share this with you as well. Valentine's Day or anniversary cards. Those are the 4 cards that we have for that. And then the other in-person event that I have in here this month with Julie Bierschbach is teaching are these 3 cards. So that if you guys want to come and do those in person, or I believe she is kitting them up for mailing, those are the Be Creative card class series. So, all right, just wanted to put that all out there. And let me get this out of the way then. Excuse me. And I do have a Happy Mail. I have some Happy Mail to share with you here. And I also have a pile over there. And after the live is done, I'll share Happy Mail. So like when we're done with class, I think I'll share the Happy Mail. All right, should we start with cutting some designer series? No, let's just go through and randomly grab whichever card we're going to do first. This is the card. Oh, we're going to start with Easy Button, you guys. We're going to get you all back into the swing of things from the holidays. How about, or get me back in the swing of things. Go Team Purple. Yes, lots of purple hearts out there. All right, Paula Rice. I always look at classes as learning the fold and techniques, not so worried about the actual papers or images used. That's why I love mystery stamping. Yay! I definitely agree. That is exactly what this is. It gives you the opportunity to try the fold. All right, so the first one we're going to work on is this one. Now, this is taking a kit and zhuzhing it up. So we, let me just see here if I have, where did I put the kit? I was going to show you guys the kit. Of course. It's got to be around here somewhere. I just had the kit. No, not there, not there. I was going to show you guys. Well, I'll come across the kit. I was going to show you what the kit all has in it. So when you guys open this up, you'll have your 3 gems in there somewhere. You'll have a white piece for your inside, a little piece of the iridescent. So iridescent really goes great with rainbows. So there's some iridescent ribbon in here. And then you have the bits and parts that are punch outs actually from this. And there's a rainbow. Here's the rainbow for the outside. A couple little strips that help make the pop-up part of this card. And then there's a little cloud that goes along the bottom. And, excuse me, there is a gem that had to have fallen because I thought I saw 3 when I opened it up, but it will appear somewhere. All right, so that's for our mat on the inside. And you can see that with this envelope, it has the pretty clouds on the inside. Oh, there's my gem. I found it. Yay. Okay. So I got one with a summer splash around the outside. All right. So that's what we're going to be working off of. Just know that if you got the pink one, your rainbow is a different size. It's the biggest one. The summer splash is the medium one, the medium rainbow. And then the one that has the lemon lime twist has the smallest rainbow. So just know that they are different. They're not all the same in terms of that, but we kitted them up appropriately. Oh, thanks, Sandy Quamery. Oh, okay, I gotta also say a huge shout out to Laura Sullivan and to Phyllis Oderman. Both of those lovely ladies asked me about how many helpers I had and surprised me with gifts for my helpers. And I have been sharing them with my helpers, just so you know, Laura and Phyllis, I've been handing them out and they're very delighted. And they've been asking me for your addresses, so you might be getting some thank you cards. So my helpers really appreciate you thinking of them. Thank you so much. That was awesome. This is one of the things that, and Phyllis, if you're watching, Tyler ate the chocolate. So this had a Ghirardelli square bar in it, and it was super pretty. She made a whole bunch of these, and it has a folded flap here in the front, and she glued different embellishments on the front. And so these were really cool. So that's part of the Happy Meal I want to share with you guys. All right, so you have a cloud, you have the rainbow, your card base. Let's look at that. We have some scores here for you. One score is in the middle, and one score is at 2 1/8. All right. Hi, Anik. Happy New Year. And then this fold goes back like this. Oh, thanks, Sandy Coy Emery. She added a few things for the helpers too. I love it. So this is what we're doing. We're just making an easel. And then and these two pieces will be for our inside. Now, for this, one says, yay, it's your day. So we put happy birthday on the inside. This one says, cheers, happy birthday. So you could put time to celebrate, or you could put something else in the bottom. But I wouldn't put happy birthday again. And then this one says, hooray, let's celebrate. And we put happy birthday. So because I have yay, it's your day, then I'm going to put happy birthday on the outside of mine. These go together very nicely. And what we can do is grab our dimensionals. So in the kit, and I wanted to show you guys, when you actually get the kit, you're going to want to get the kit because it's cool. You get the the dimensionals, right? But for you guys, for card kits, we don't put dimensionals in with your card kits. You guys supply your own dimensionals, inks, and adhesives, and stamps when you get card kits. So for those that are newly watching me, when you get a card kit from me, basically what you see me putting together is what you get, except for you have to supply your own adhesives, your own ink, and your own stamps. So this part of the rainbow gets popped up, and I was using the edges scraps of my dimensionals, which definitely don't throw those away. And what happens is this, you can see that this rainbow and this rainbow are the same size, or whatever part of the rainbow. I don't know. What's the actual terminology for that part of the rainbow? This color of the rainbow. These are the normal size. These are double. And so what happens is you guys got to put your your polka dotty rainbow in the middle of that. Right? So for those that get the pink one, it's going to go between the orange and the pink. And for those that get this one, your rainbow goes in between it looks like peacock and summer splash. Okay, so just keep that in mind, that they're not always in the same spot. Hi, Sherry Johnson. Thank you so much. Then what we can do is we're going to glue this down, right? So I know that it doesn't go all the way to the end, so I want to make sure I don't put glue here. And I also don't want to put glue up here. So you're going to have to make sure you estimate really good. And I'm not going to go all the way to the edge there, and I'm going to go right up to the fold there. Don't ever waste the sides of a dimensionals. No, not at all. You got it. So this is going to go, and you can center this, and making sure you're flush here, like that. Perfect. Now we have our cloud. And so the cloud can either go this way or that way. I think it's not quite symmetrical on both sides. There's a little guy there and like a medium one. And these outer edges look the same. What's going to happen is this is going to go right on the front of the card like this. Okay, so how I'm going to do that is, because this is already popped up here, I don't want to put more pop-ups there. So what I'm going to do is put my dimensionals kind of along the bottom here. And then where the clouds are up higher here, you gotta be careful because that is already popped up there. So you don't have to really worry about it. And you can pick these off. You guys, we are really doing the warm-up card first. That is what's happening. And then what you're gonna do is make sure you're flush along the bottom, and it does get centered right in between the edges, right? Because this is 5.5 inches, so it spans across the whole card bottom, right? And then the yay, when you put the yay down, it partly overlaps this rainbow, and that rainbow is already popped up. So what I'm going to do is only pop up the one side, and I'm going to put a little bit of liquid glue on the other. So in the tutorial that Jolene helped write, and Kelly, we have all these different designs. The tutorial is going to be, Jolene, how many pages is the tutorial? Because all of the photographs are in here. So regardless of which card you get, all the photographs of all the styles are going to be within the tutorial. And then yay, it's your day. For this one, you're going to want to grab some tear and tape and put a little tear and tape sandwich on the back here. So rip that off, and then you can fold your ribbon in half like this. And the ribbon for this one is behind the hour and the D. So have a little Humpty Hump at the top. And then what we're going to do is make sure it gets sealed good here with the tear and tape. And then do. So this is on the rainbow. So we don't have to worry about putting it all the way on the edge there. But I'm going to get a couple more pieces here. Ready to go. And put that right underneath the yay. Like that. And then when it comes to trimming your ribbon tails, make sure you get one at a time, not both. You can angle them. All right. And then I've got the gems here. So you either got too big and a small or too small and a big. And you put one on one side and two on the other side. But whenever you have the rainbows, it really does help to put a little bit of iridescent with them. It really takes it over the edge because it pulls out the colors of the rainbow. Okay, so for calling this out, when you guys get yours, this one, the cheers, is kind of over on this edge of the rainbow, and that's popped up here and here. And then on this one, the hooray is popped up over here and in here, and not here where the rainbow is, but it's popped up here. So some slight variations on that. So that's the outside. And now for the inside, we have two mats, right? We could have easily said, oh, I'm just going to stamp right on the white. And for those at home that get this kit, you can definitely do that, and you can save this. But when you add that little pop of color on the inside, it really does, it does add to it. So we did Summer Splash on the one that is Summer Splash on the outside and the Lemon Lime. And on the pink one, we did the Melon Mambo on the inside. So do what you want for stamping, but we stamped the sentiment right on that little strip. And then this is where you can write your love note. If you have another saying that you want to stamp, you could always stamp it. And if you do, you want to make sure you stamp it before you glue this down. But whoever wins this card can figure that out. I'm not going to stamp another sentiment right on here. I'm going to stamp the happy birthday. And again, you don't want to do happy birthday on the inside. I think my thought would be not to do happy birthday on the inside if you already have happy birthday on the outside. So the main thing with this is you want to pop this bottom piece up so that your card has something to kind of dive into. And if you glue this flat, the card's not going to have anything to kind of rest into. So I'm going to take these dimensional backs off. So for those of you who are local to me and you want to do this class, I'm doing it in person on Saturday morning at 10. And I'm also doing it Monday night at 6. And I have lots of space at either one of these. And anybody who's watching this video in the future, just know I have plenty of kits left. So you can always reach out to me if you want to get this class. So that's staged and ready to go. And then what you can do is put a little bit of glue. Now this is taking a kit and pushing it over the edge, right? Just to kind of make it a little bit fancier, and starting with what you get in the kit and then zhuzhing it up. All right, so now this is what kind of connects into here. Now, if you get your card where it doesn't want to like stay like this, you just have to pinch up here at the fold more, and that will help crease it better for it to stay. Now for this one, I do want to stamp happy birthday, and the happy birthday that I chose, it comes from the set Beautiful Butterflies, which is a new stamp set in the mini catalog. And the happy birthday comes from that. Now, if you get the one that has happy birthday on the outside, you could use something called Beach Days, which is wishing you a beautiful day. Or the other option is this Time to Celebrate. And that comes from, oh man, I just forgot. I want to say Round We Go, but I don't believe it is. Well, that's why I couldn't remember what it was, so I went and I found Beach Days. And Beach Day is another one that has a long skinny one. So for this, we're going to use Summer Splash. I got to go grab Summer Splash real quick. And the other ink color you would need for this one, if you don't do Summer Splash, you could use Melon Mambo for if you have pink. All right, so we're going to go ahead and glue stamp first, and then we'll glue this on the inside. So we're going to do Happy Birthday. Okay, perfect. So again, that's Summer Splash. If you have Coastal Cabana is another option for this card. That would work really good too. All right, so then this just gets a little bit of liquid glue along the back here. And then this, just gonna go like that for now, gets put right here. Like that. Easel cards are probably one of the easiest fun folds that I think you can do. The main trick with it is to just not put adhesive here, right? If you put adhesive here, it's not gonna want to do the easel part, okay? So that's how we used this card up from the kit. And again, Beach Day has a sentiment that says wishing you a beautiful day that fits on there, or you could use Happy Birthday. All right, so I found it. All right, I just found it. I had to look a little bit harder. I am going to see, oh man, that's a little bit dried out. Can't use that right now. All right, let's look at the kit really quick. So in case you guys were looking through the sale-a-bration catalog and you saw this and you were like, oh man, it doesn't get me going. But now these cards might get you going. This, I want to show you what you get in the kit. Okay, you do get your sheet of dimensionals, right? You get the bases. So there's 6 cards. So there's 2 that have the outer of Summer Splash, 2 with the melon, and 2 with the lemon lime twist, I think. And what we did is we cut this right here. We cut it on the cutter, just cut that off. Now, you can half guess that we're probably gonna make something with this side for Sale-a-bration Hoorah Rah, which is also another fun folds class. Oh, Bistro Burger! That's perfect. This is the time there is a time to celebrate and round we go, but it has cursive letters in it. Bistro Burger, item number 163650 is perfect. That is where this comes from, time to celebrate. Perfect, thank you. And it was more block letters, so it matched the happy birthday better. That is so true. So what we did, you guys, is we cut this off, and we're gonna use this on the outside, and we're gonna save this for another card class. And then you have your envelopes that are in here that are all the same. And then you have the words. And happy birthday, let's celebrate, and it's your day are in these 2 sheets. And then you have these 2 sheets that have cheers, and it has hooray and yay. And so you pop those out. And then we also have here the rainbows. So there's 2 small, 2 medium, and 2 large. And then these sheets contain the cloud die cuts. And so we had Annette Rollin was here a couple weeks ago, and she helped me pop out all of the pieces out of the kits for this one. All right, so that's what this kit contains. And again, it's free with a $60 order starting January 7th for everybody. For those that are demonstrators, discount shoppers, or hobbyists, you could already get them on a demonstrator order right now. Okay, well, there you go. We got through 1 card. She got the kit to give to her granddaughter. It just used and signed up her for another year paper pumpkin. That's a beautiful gift, Sandy. That's awesome that you did that. All right, so there's 1 done. Now, for Stella-ing, you guys, you could Stella everything on here. You really could, because it's a rainbow. And we already got a little bit of iridescent going on. And nothing on the outside is really stamped. so nothing would really bleed if you use a Stella pen. And my Stella pen isn't the highest quality Stella pen. She's a little bit used right now. So it put a little bit of a glow on, but it didn't overly do any glowing action. But you can kind of see it when I hold it at an angle there. All right, 1 done. All right, 3 to go. So we'll set the envelope with this one and we can save it to come back to. Whew, okay, very good. Did you guys like that? I'm sure you probably would have been more excited about this amazing fun fold, but we will capture this one later. And I was happy to share with you this rainbow card that's part of the sale-a-bration. Okay, so the next one, let's pull this guy out and see. Okay, so the next fun fold we're gonna do is the one that features the butterflies. So butterflies, 3 different options. Oh, and Laura got it for her granddaughter as well. I wasn't sure about the sale-a-bration gift. Now you are. Good, good. That's what it's all about, you guys. We share stuff so that you can see what it's about, so you can make good decisions. All right, so this one features the bloom paper. You know, bloom impressions, memorable blooms. Let's see, bloom impressions. I have to say, it's probably my favorite sale-a-bration item is this pack of paper right here. I love flowers, and I love purple, and I love pink, and all the pretty things. And so this one has 6 patterns double-sided. All right, so this is one print with the green on the back. Here's your purple with purple on the back. Now, for this specific class, we did not use this pattern. We saved this pattern and used the back side of it in the peach side. It's going to get used in a monthly class. This pattern got used in this class, and the back side looks like Lost Lagoon. This pink pattern got used, and the back side is pink. This one got saved. We're saving this for a class in March, I think, to use with umbrella days, and we're going to use the blue side to make a card that goes with umbrellas. So that's free with a $60 purchase starting January 7th as well for everybody. And how we did this is you either got this one, this, or that. So I ended up with this pattern right here, so I'm going to pull that card out. And again, in the tutorial, we've got all of these photographed and all in the tutorial. So regardless of which one you get, you'll be able to see it. So what is so cool about this is it opens like this, and you get to see both sides of the paper. All right, so when you get your kit and you open it up, you're gonna have 5 gems. You're gonna have some of the sequins, right? So depending on which card kit you got white sequins, you got purple sequins, you got pink sequins. Hi, Patty, right? And then you also have 2 diamonds in here. We did add to the butterfly's body, we added 2 diamonds there. That just added to it. So you'll have a white piece for your inside. You have 2 squares of coordinating colors, depending on which one you got. This one is embossed with Starstruck, which is part of a sale-a-bration item. It's free with a $60 purchase. So cool. And this one, if you ended up with the purple one, you'll get some of the new fresh freesia ribbon, right? So we didn't put the freesia ribbon in all of them. We did white on the 3, and then we did purple with the purple, okay? Because that's what made the most sense. This uses a new online exclusive ribbon, white woven ribbon. It's a 1/2 inch. You can't find it in the catalog, but it does launch on the 7th that you can get this new white ribbon. So that goes in the other 3. The butterfly, this comes from a die set. Let me go get them really quick. That comes from a die set that is with the butterflies. So there's 2 butterflies here that are the same size, and then they have their bodies. Now this big butterfly is what we used on the escape card, right? So this features the butterflies, and the butterflies are also part of the new mini catalog. Oh, let's see where the butterflies are. Where are the butterflies? Did they make it out? I thought that they did. One moment, please. I'm looking for some butterflies. Not there. Okay. On the table, maybe? I will come across the butterflies. They are in hiding at the moment. They are cocooned up. So, I just had it, right? Didn't we just have it? I remember, right here. Ha ha. It was with the last card. We used beautiful butterflies to get the happy birthday, right? So that is where the dies came from. But for this card, we used mixed labels, which is a new die set. And I don't remember if this is out of the mini catalog or if this was an online exclusive. I'm starting to like get confused. Like not really, but I just don't remember if this is. So there's a lot of pretty labels, and somebody can help me out. Is this part of the online exclusives or is it part of the mini catalog? I don't remember. But wow, you're pretty wonderful, and your kindness made my day. Those sentiments both fit in here. So just know that this is coming available soon, right? That was part of either one of those, but it launches on the 7th. They are red rubber, and so in here, we've already got your label die cut. You also have a quarter sheet here. This is actually 5.5 by 4 1/4. And your paper is going to be folded not right. We had to fold it this way to get it in your kit. But what we need for it to do is this one needs to come forward like that. And you guys see this card, you're going to be like, oh man, is that easy? So look how pretty that is. I got this and I knew instantly that this would be a perfect, easy, fun fold that has got wow factor. So when you have it's a 12 inches across and you've got it scored at 2 and 4 inches from each end, right? So these come in like this. And then what happens is that folds back. That panel gets to fold back. Jamie Kirkpatrick is part of the Mixed Florals bundle. Right. But no, I think that the bundle is called Mixed Labels, is the bundle. Is it part of the Mixed Media Floral? Okay, that's what you mean. It's part of the Mixed Media Floral bundle. Got it. Okay, which is a super bundle, meaning it has 2 bundles available. Okay, got it. It's part of the Mixed Media Floral. That's perfect. No, I got it now. That makes sense to me. All right, so you guys, all you did is do it like this. Oh man, but you're looking at my card and you're like, well, that doesn't look like her card. Oh shoot, I did it backwards, and that's okay. All you have to do is open it back up and do the reverse, okay? So that's all that you have to do, because you probably want the pink up, right? No, I had it right. I had it right. Hang on, let's go back to here. Okay. So I'm just trying to show you that you can go either way, right? So this, now that you have this the way you want it, I have a fingernail. If you don't have a fingernail, or you like to use you could use a ruler too, right? Like to help hold it. But I use my fingernail, and I put my fingernail right at the corner so that it doesn't rip on me. And I just held it there. All right. So it is very important that your paper is not going past the edge. And it might. Right now, you can see mine is going past a hair. And if it's going past a hair, you're going to need to trim it. Because when you bring it, so I'm going to put my fingernail right there so it doesn't rip it. When you bring it down, it's past where it needs to be. So you really do want to cut this. If this happens to you, you can get your trimmer out or you can use your scissors. But I'm just going to grab my scissors. And I'm using the edge as a guide. And I'm just trimming that off. Now that I trimmed that off, this is going to line up a lot better. Oh, thanks, Elaine. She said to make sure you guys hit the like button and give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Right. Yay. All right, so again, I'm using my fingernail, kind of just holding that and then bringing that down. Now, I will admit that if you have directional paper, it's going to be sideways on these little corners that flap back. All right. Now, is it that noticeable on here? Not really. Is it noticeable on here? Oh, yeah, but does it look okay? Yeah, of course it does, because you've got that and you've got like that. Now, if you've got people or animals or critters, they might not be so cool being sideways, but a pattern paper like this definitely works being sideways and up and down. All right, so now that we've got this is really it. Like that's how easy this fun fold is. I love it. I got this and I knew instantly of Angelique that I'm like, this is one I'm gonna case. So we're gonna glue this right onto this piece. Now remember, depending on which one you got, you might not have Melon Mambo. You might have the freesia, no, blackberry. You might have summer splash. You might have the other one. There are 2 melon ones. All right, so let's get that on here. All right, so you can open this. Make sure that's nice. All right, what happens here is, now, for those that are at home that want to recreate this card, you could opt to put designer paper here. And Angelique, she embossed her piece. I did as well. But if you're at home and you have a really cool coordinating designer paper, you could turn this piece into a designer pattern, and that would be perfect. So what we're going to do is glue these, well, this one embossed piece. That's going to get glued right to, hi Sharon Davis. You're home from Bible study. I love it. So Sharon Davis, I have, just FYI, the next time you get signed up for a class from me, you had 6 months of ink, paper, scissors in a row. So I have a gift for you on my back counter, Sharon, in case you didn't know that. So when you get signed up for another class, I'll make sure to include that gift in the package. All right, I do want to pop this up, and I want to make sure I don't want to go over the edge, like the little mountain climber on The Price is Right, right? You just go up to the edge without going over. So we're going to get a couple more dimensionals staged here. And how I'm going to do it is I actually want to glue my little flap here. I'm going to just get him so he's grounded. Not like in the corner grounded, but on the floor grounded, right? You're grounded down to the floor. All right, so now that's sticking down. And then our dimensionals. So when I put this here, I know that my dimensionals need to be right from like here down, right? And then this one though, on the corner, I'm gonna put it right on the corner. I don't wanna guess where to put it over there, so I will just put it onto the back of that mat. And when I put this down now, I have to be careful. I have to make sure I get this guy on the left side. And I'm gonna hover over the top until I get my 2 peakies in the middle, and I'm not going over the edge there, and I'm not going over the edge there, and it's nice and centered. All right, so then this is how I would put that together. Let's do a little stamp action. So depending on which one you get, you're gonna have different colors potentially. And I believe Jolene called all that out. Like this one used Melon Mambo. We used Blackberry Bliss, Melon Mambo, and Berry Burst on that one. And there's also a little flower in that mixed media or mixed labels set, that little flower, so we'll use that. Now this one uses Melon Mambo, and we had just used Melon Mambo. So let me grab that off the back counter. And we're gonna put the little flower on the side. Like that, and then, now the label. So, if you guys don't like red rubber stamps, and you only use photopolymer, you're good to go. If you use red rubber, you might consider practicing to see if your stamp is straight. And when you're ready to stamp, you might consider stamping the back, which is the rougher side, and getting a feel for how it stamps first before doing the front of the label. So like I went uphill there. So I'm gonna bring it downhill a little bit on the right and see if I can't get that straighter. Perfect, Sharon. Definitely let me know when you're ready. Boom, I'm okay with that. We'll work with it. Good enough for me. C is for cookie. It's good enough for me. All right. So that's it for the stamping. We can glue our white inside in. And I know it's sad because you end up covering up a lot of that pretty paper, but you do see it back there. So that goes right in the middle. You haven't, Chris Robinson. We are actually only on the first of the second card. So Chris, we only got one done. We got the easy peasy lemon squeezy one done, right? So you could always stay watching and then go back to watch the other card and hear the gibberish on the front end afterwards or later on. So depends. If you've got time now, great. And if you don't have to. It's still 2 cards to go. Exactly. So I'm going to put some tear and tape across the top and the bottom. And we also have lots of Happy Mail to share with you guys. And just a heads up, we have class tomorrow, so this piece is not enough for you guys to go back and forth. What you're going to need to do is catch that tear-in tape there, make a loop, and then bring it back diagonally like that, and then cut it. Tomorrow at 3, we have the Otters class, okay? And after the Otters class is done tomorrow, and before we wrap up the live, we're going to go through and do lots of the drawings for the month. Kelly had a sick kiddo today, so she was not able to pull everything for us for tonight. But by tomorrow, she said she'd pull it, and we'll do our monthly creative drawing. We'll do the VIP half-off bundle. We'll do the class card challenge. We'll do everything else, whatever, I would like all the different stuff for the month. So that's on my radar to do tomorrow. So did you see that, you guys? The way I cut that, if you take your ribbon, which is 6 inches, and you cut it diagonally in the middle, right off the bat, you can use one side for the top and one side for the bottom, and you should have enough. I might even trim that just a hair, but make sure you put a little bit of tape over the back or make your sandwich. And then what we're gonna do is, let's grab the scissors here. I think I'm just gonna take a moment in time and Freddy Krueger those. All right, we got this and that, and this, I almost said in my head, did I do that right? And yes, I did. Put that across, and then now this will go right through the middle, like this, so you guys can easily recreate this card as long as you have a nice sentiment that fits in the label and the right color ink, or a close color ink. All right, now I do want to maybe trim. No, I like it like that. Actually, I'm just gonna leave it just like that. Now you have a pretty butterfly. All the butterflies were different colors too. This one was a Lost Lagoon butterfly. There was a blackberry one, there was melon, and there was summer splash. Had me a blast. So the die is a body and the wings. And how we do this is we're gonna put a little bit of glue, 42, right through the middle, and then attach the body to the wings, like that. Oh, something like that. Got a little too much glue, just wipe it off. All right, perfect. All right, so now we got the two glued together. What I'm gonna do is take one of these dimensionals, and I'm gonna take this guy right there. Long, skinny dimensional. You guys cut your dimensionals to whatever shape or size you need them. And now that's gonna go across the back here. And we're popping it up, but only in the middle. I like my wings to be like they're flying in the wind. So this is going to go right across the top like this, right? And then you have your two diamonds are forever. Otters are online at 3. You are correct. Do you need anything to secure the bent corners on the right side? You know, we're gonna go look at Angelique's card and see if she did anything on hers. I didn't do anything here, right? But we're gonna go scope out. We're gonna go scope out to see if Angelique did it to hers. And then we'll know, because Angelique knows. You don't even know. She did not. Look at you guys. She did not secure hers. She left them to be flapping in the wind. So your call. I think it's a personal discretion type of thing. Oh, thanks for answering that. Yes, the Otters class is at 3 tomorrow. If you're going to, I think I would use dimensionals to, I think I would use dimensionals. Let's just do it, because you guys, it's your own personal preference if you want to pop or not. So I'll show you what it looks like to pop. And once you pop, sometimes you can't stop, right? So I popped it up, right? Because this side is popped up, and so it's not gonna make the card any thicker. It's just gonna keep it more even. And so there, all right? So now you get the feel for, okay, I'm gonna open it. All right, they stayed down. Now let's do this one. They just popped up, right? So I guess if you think this is messy, like tack them. And if you don't care, leave it, right? Whatever you want. All right, there are 3 sequins of different colors. You either got purple, pink, or white. Some got a mixture, some got all the same color. And just figure out where you want to put them. But we generally did 2 big and a small, or 2 small and a big. So I like my big and my small to go together. And then I'll put my big in here, and some have 2 smalls. Just provides a little extra glitz on the top over here and the bottom. And now this is where you can pull out your Stella pen, and you can definitely get this butterfly. Stella. Oh yeah. Okay. And then if you want to, you could Stella over the tops of your Starstruck embossed images here. You could Stella over all of the designer paper if you so desire. Or you could just pick certain flowers and just do certain flowers. I put it on upside down, you guys. Did you notice? Did you even notice? I put it on upside down. Did you? So, you see the plants here? They're upside down, which you don't really notice, but if it bothers you, I'll show you how to fix it. It's fixable. This is a moment where I can show you what to do. So I have a scissors, and because I use dimensionals, oh, but the inside's glued in upside down. Well, I'm not gonna fix it now. If I hadn't glued in my inside, I could fix it. What I would have done is cut my dimensionals right in the middle, and then I would have used my adhesive eraser and gotten the adhesive off. And then I would have put this on this side, right? Which would have been fine. But then my flower is upside down up here. So that's what happens. It's homemade from the heart. And from the outside, you really, really have a hard time seeing that, I think, that those are upside down. So it's all good. It's all good. That's how it works. You guys remember, it's just a sample. So for those that like to get the classes and keep one sample for yourself, then you will just, that's your sample for yourself. And if you send it to somebody, I don't think anybody's going to say, oh, it's upside down, right? You really can't tell, but it's all good. It's all good. And that's how that goes. So yay, we've got 2 done, 2 scoops. Okay. All right. There's that one. Looks like a good place for a snot dot. Yes, or a non-committal dot. You are correct. If you wanted, you could put a glue dot in there, and that would help hold it down too. All right. Only 59 thumbs up so far. All right. Yes. And you, Laura, did you notice that there are 117 people watching? That is amazing. That's so cool. I think normally for people that are watching me live, it's around 80 to 100 is normal. So yay, good job, guys. All right, so that is card number 2 again. And it might not be number 2 in the tutorial, right? This is just the second one I ended up making. You're gonna have different colors that you get. Perfect. Okay, so that's 2 down. There's 2 to go. The next one is gonna be our old mushroom card. So, mushroom. And let's see here, that is over here. Mushroom ends up being a piece here. All right, Anik, have a good night. I'm glad that the cards are fun so far. Yay. So this one, I got a purple one. All right, yay. And I knew that because my paper was purple. No, I didn't plan that, even though I want purple. I always love purple. But this one, you guys will have 3. Oh, she's reordering the tutorial to match the class. Isn't that awesome, you guys? Jolene gets a round of applause too. So you're gonna get either the pinks or the purple. But since I'm working with purple, I'm going to take the purple out here and work with this. Work with it. And all right. I don't know if you caught it, but because you got a 6x6, you're gonna have to cut some paper, right? Normally, you don't always have to cut paper, but for this one, if you get the purple one, it features some of the new seam binding ribbon in the fresh freesia. This features the birds or the birds and the dragonflies. So people either got 2 birds or they got 2 dragonflies. All right, so that's another thing. And then there's a lot of white. Oh, so many white pieces of paper in here. So you have a card here that is scored at 4 1/4 and I think 7 1/4, right? We do have to cut off part of it, right? We have to do a little work, you guys, and you have to cut out a notch here. And I think it's 1 1/4 by 1 1/4, if I'm not mistaken. 1 1/4 and yep, 1 1/4. So we're gonna cut out a little square. And when you open this up, so we can definitely already just burnish this. And we're gonna grab out our paper trimmer. Yes, please, purple, purple. Well, Karen, you rock and Jolene rocks. So you guys, a round of applause to Karen. She helps with the proofreading. So she finds our mistakes. All right, so we gotta go. You guys, I might get my head in here because this needs to be at 1 1/4. So this is where a little trimmer like this comes in really handy. So you have 1 1/4 here, right? So you go up with it, and then you turn it this way, and you go right to 1 1/4, and then back down here to 1 1/4. All right, so we're cutting out a little square. Oh, perfect. So you see that little guy here? You can make something pretty with this if you want. All right. Hi, Connie Teeter. Yay, you know Paula. Awesome. So I'm going to put it back at 1 1/4, and I'm going to come down to 1 1/4, go up, and same thing over here. 1 1/4 is your magic number. So back down to 1 1/4 and up. Perfect. Now again, now you have 2 little squares you can make something pretty with. That's it. Angelique, I did it wrong. Oh, Angelique, I did this wrong. Oh man, you guys, I wasn't supposed to, okay, don't look at me. Don't look at me, you guys. Like putting my hand up. I was supposed to do it off the bottom here. Was Angelique saying to me, oh no, oh no. Okay, so I feel like I want to salvage this by taping it back in here. You guys, I cut it off the wrong, I got so happy with cutting, I cut it off the wrong corner. It's okay, it's only paper. Naughty Nancy would say it's only paper. So you guys, we're gonna have to rewind, rewind, reverse, reverse. Okay, one moment, please. Let's just hope I have some fresh freesias in the drawer here. Oh, yeah, I do. So, one moment, please. We're gonna get us back up to speed here. That was so wrong. Oh, bad. Okay, so this is how we're gonna start from the scratch. You need it at 5 1/2, and you're gonna score at 4 1/4. Okay, so that's good. And then what happens is I just gotta measure this. It's 1 1/4. Yeah. So now you guys can see this. So at 1 1/4 here, we're gonna score again. All right. This is what you guys got in your kit. Okay. Let's do it right this time. Angelique was trying to yell at me through the live. She's like, stop, wait, you're wrong. Okay, so now you guys get to see it twice. This time, the correct way. Okay, 1 1/4 is still the magic number. That hasn't changed at all. And hang on, let me get my head over here. All right, make sure you stay on the scored side. This side, I really flipped it the wrong way. All right, again, it's only paper. They make more of it every day. Hopefully you guys don't do what I just showed you not to do, okay? And 1 1/4 back here. And this is a real live stamping. Okay, this is correct. And this is wrong, right? So we'll have to, Angelique, this will be our challenge to figure out what kind of a card we can make with that. Okay, whew, back on track. So now we've got that ready to go. We need to cut from this piece right here. We're gonna cut our 2 pieces of designer paper. One's for the outside and one's for the inside. The magic number for our height is 5 1/16. For those that hate 16ths, you can go up or you can go down, whatever you want. I do want my stripes going horizontal, so I'm going to put them vertical for the moment while I cut my 5 1/16 first. Save that next fun fold. Exactly. All right, so 5 1/16 is our height, and I'm trying not to go off from memory, but it was 2 1/2. No, okay. The white, for those that want to know, the white piece is 2 3/4 by 5 1/4. So you could do 2 1/2 by 5, but I decided to go with a 16th So I am going to go with 2 9/16 by 5 1/16. So 2 9/16 and 2 9/16. Okay, so that's left with 2 little pieces here. So these are the 2 pieces we're going to need for our card kit. And again, you could do 5 by 2.5 to keep it simple. You could a pop-up or explosion card with this. Certainly, most certainly. All right. Okay, so now let's go back to this guy. We're going to have to burnish him. So let's grab the bone folder and burnish. And then this piece, we're just going to do a quick little burnish on this, right? So now we have, this is left over. If you want to, you could put this along the bottom, or you could save this for your envelope, and we'll maybe do that. All right, so let's talk about white paper here. So this white paper is your inside piece, okay? So that's like this. Now, if you go all the way to the bottom of your kit, you have a piece of embossed, right? Like this. There's an emboss mat. Now, this is the Dots embossing folder. And again, yours will be either Melon Mambo or Fresh Freesia. So that piece, it actually needs to get trimmed as well. When we cut these, we cut them to be 5 1/4 by 4 for both of these. And in all actuality, this one needs to be a little bit less. And we figured out after the fact, but since you guys already have your trimmers, like this is how it goes, you are going to have to trim off a little bit. Now, if you like how your circles are, then you might trim a little off of all 4 sides. But if you are okay with it, you could just trim off of 2 sides. Ultimately, you got to get it down to either like 5 by 3 3/4, which would be 1/8 off of each side. Or you could do a little bit off of each side. So I like my 16th, so I'm going to try for that. So I'm going to do, and I'm going to try to keep my circle. So you got to be careful with this. This is what's going to happen if you use a cutter like this, and a guillotine is actually going to be your best bang for your buck here. Let me go grab my guillotine really quick. The blade is going to get caught on the Humpty Humps, okay? So let's go and trim that off. So I've got 3 13/16 there, and I'm going to guess about that. So you just need to get a little bit off of 2 sides, right, to get your white border. Okay, just a little bit more cutting for you guys. Accidental cutting for you. All right, so that's the inside. Now, this piece will go here and that on the outside, but you need to get the white mats. So they're next to each other here. There are 2 pieces that are the same size, and your designer paper should fit on them. And this is where it's good to always do your dry fitting, because at this point, before you get glue on it, if you want to recut anything, you can definitely do that. Okay, let's just glue some of this stuff, because there's a whole pile of paper left here, and I don't want to keep getting anything confused. Okay, so let's just flip these. There's no reason why we can't get these guys all glued right away. Now, here, look at this back of this paper. This is the Toad paper. You might like that to be your paper, right? It is cute, and it would match the card. So if you want your toads to be up, the toads, they're not toads, the mushrooms, toadstools, whatever. If you want them up, you could definitely have them up. But in case you're not the biggest fan of it, that's why we went with these patterns. All right, so there's that one. Oh, I got my mushroom stuck. And then our design. Now I'm going to do one X right through the middle there. And then that can go on the white piece. Now, if you don't have a guillotine cutter that can cut the emboss mat down, I would flip it over so your pop-ups are underneath, is what I would, because I think that's what happened, is I got caught on it. All right, so let's flip all these guys over and glue these. to the card. So this is the inside. Goes right here. So another awesome fun fold that looks super complicated, but when you realize all it is cutting the little 1 1/4 squares out, it's awesome. So Angelique, I know you're watching. If you want to do a shout out to who, if you got these ideas from a specific demonstrator, you're welcome to, because I know, I could have sworn you told me that you watched somebody or so you came across this one somewhere, and it might have been in your notes, but you're welcome to let us know where you got the inspiration from, or if you came up with them on your own too. That's always exciting. So we've got like the core now. So now let's look at what we have for, there's a lot of white left. So you have 2 mushrooms here, the mushroom tops. They are punched out of white with the punch. You have 2 stems that are punched out of gray granite. And then you have this little strip is for your sentiment across the front. You have this piece of freesia or melon mambo, and there's going to be 2 pieces of white that are the same size. One is here, and one is for the inside. And then this piece is for the top. So it's white on white, but what's gonna happen is we need to do a little blending and put a little grass hill on here. Okay, and then on the inside, we're gonna stamp some mushrooms as well. So I did mushrooms in melon mambo, and I did the stems in gray granite. So let me grab them, they're behind me here, 1 second. Okay, so we need stems and mushrooms. And this is the terrific Toadstool. So this is a set that's in the mini catalog. It has a matching punch. The punch is right here, actually. So the punch looks like this. It comes as a bundle. And there's 2 different sizes of the mushroom tops and then a stem. And in the catalog, it says that the stamps are oversized so that when you punch them out, you don't have a white border around it. Okay, so we'll talk about that here in a second. And we're gonna start with, let us see here. This one is this one, and then these are in melon mambo. And we need, so melon mambo is on 3 cards so far. Hi, Rosemary Schmidt, coming in from snowy northern Wisconsin. If you want your popping up to stand out, you could do it in pink so it matches, or you could do it in the purple, whatever you want. And we're going to move this out of the way. And let's see here. Let's do this guy first. On the side like that. And then we need to grab a scrap back. And this one. So what do we mean by oversized? I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this, but I think you will. So when you ink up, you hover over the top, you can't even see it. It's really hard to see. Let's see if I can do it this way. You know what? We should use a colored piece of paper. That will help. Let me see if I have one right here. Hang on. This will help. So, there. That will help us see what's going on. Ink it up again. I can see the white through there now. And when you ink up, you'll know it's bigger because it's like Tigger. No, I'm just kidding. That goes around, and that's how it looks. All right? It's bigger than the punch. And I guess, let me show you another thing. Show you when you go, if you do get this set and you stamp first, right? If you want to stamp first and you want to punch it, oh man, it's upside down. Hang on, I got to do it the other way. Always look at your punches to know how you need to stamp your images. So it's actually upside down for in the punch. And you can see that there's no white around the edge at all, right? So they intentionally did that not to have a white border. All right, now, for those of you that don't have the stamp set, that's okay. We talked about, hi Bridget Rowe, we talked about that you could take a sponge dauber, because in your kit, you have the mushroom pieces. There's one. That's the guy I'm looking for. You have these in white. You could take a sponge dauber and just sponge the color on them, and that would be perfectly amazing. All right, so now we got fresh freesia. And we're gonna ink up again. The stamp is bigger than the punch. Make sure that this is going this way, and then this one you can see a little bit more through it. Okay, then you gotta kind of pick it off of here. It won't just fall off. All right, so there's that. And again, you could take a sponge dauber and just make the whole thing purple or whatever color you want it to be. And you don't even have to use the mushrooms. If you were like, yeah, I'm not a fan of the mushrooms, I don't like them, that's fine. It's all good. Whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. We're not done with freesia though. We have this sentiment that says, poppin' up to say hi. I might just do it in Melon Mambo because I think it'll show up better. We're gonna do poppin' up to say hi. Hi. Okay, and then the last thing are these little stemsies. Okay, so let's get this shut up. Get this one shut up. And move these out. And grab gray granite. And we'll stamp the stems. Here they line up to these three nicely. Right, so you got your stems growing. I'll leave the inside blank. Oh, I did it backwards, you guys. I know that this happens to the best of us. It does. Oh man. Okay, so that small piece was actually my top, and I don't know if anybody knew that until right now. So we're gonna redo this. Oh man. I just messed up. Okay, let's do this. You guys, can you tell I haven't done a live for a couple weeks? It's all right. We're gonna put this on the inside like that. What I should have done is moved it out of the way, right? Okay, it's all good. We'll cut a new piece of white. This happens to people at home. I know it does. You just have to cut a new white piece if you do that at home. All right, I'm just showing you that it happens to me too. All right, so this is our inside. This is the white mat. This piece right here, I have to recut because this is where I actually need to blend the balmy blue. And that is why it's so important to lay out all your pieces so that you guys don't do that by accident. All right, so we're going to cut this white piece here. One moment, please. It is 2.5. What is it? 2 9/16. I'm guessing 2 9/16 by 3 13/16. Okay. One moment, please. 2 9/16 by 3 13/16. Pretty sure that's the size. Yep. Okay, good. All right. So this goes in my scrap drawer. I'll use it for something else later. And we move on with life. So we have to do a little bit of blending, right? So let's grab our scrap paper out here. And this is where if you have a blending brush, it comes in really handy. Or a sponge dauber will also work. And we're gonna dip in. So this is the blending brush that I keep with Balmy Blue all the time. And Balmy Blue doesn't really go on thick for me. Like, you really gotta work at the Balmy Blue. Could I use that as a mat? It's the wrong size. So I can't, on this specific card, I can't use it because it's smaller, right? So it's smaller. So it could get used like for a label. I could definitely utilize it for something. I'm just not gonna, I could have used it. If you do this, yes, I could have used it in here. Ah, you're right, Laura. Okay, what I think Laura's saying is I could have used this here on the inside, and then I could have cut that other one down and not used more paper. I think, is that what you're trying to say? That is what you're trying to say, probably. That you could have used it on the inside as the inside matte piece, correct. And then the inside matte piece, you could have cut down. Yes. Well, but you did make me think, Laura, that I could have switched them around and then just trimmed the piece I already had instead of cutting a new piece. Hi, baby. Did you bring me a mousey? Honey. I hear you, girlfriend. So with the blending here, you're going to come down to a certain spot and then you're going to stop. What happens is your grass hill is going to get stamped here and then part of this gets covered up. And if you do the balmy blue down into the grass, it's okay. I think that if your green ink is dark enough, you'll just cover up the blue ink. So, hi, baby. What's up, girlfriend? All right, so you got the blending done. That is what I like to do for Sky a lot of the time. All right, so then we're done with that one. Hi, baby. Now, our grass also comes from the terrific Toadstools. I'm going to use, hi, Linda Hunt. Linda Hunt, I did get your emails. I have calendars for you, and I have everything. So just, I'll send you an official reply soon. All right. So this guy is going to be right about here, and I'm going to flip it upside down so I don't accidentally get ink on it. And we're going to ink up our green here. And my granny apple is really juicy, so it's going to go right nice and dark. I do see a cat fur on it, though. So let me, or some kind of a fuzz. You can sometimes see that through the block, and it's right. Maybe it's on the other side here, too. I saw a hair right through the middle of it. You're welcome, Linda. All right, let's try this again. So inky dinky do. And I'm gonna have my white piece there, and I know that my grass is gonna go right about here. Okay, you could use Old Olive if you wanted as, oh shoot, I was gonna stamp off at second strength. Okay. Let me just, oh man, okay, we're going with it. I used the back of one of my binder inserts. Okay, so for those of you that are using Granny Apple Green, if it's a very juicy pad, it's gonna be darker. And if you want it a little lighter, you could stamp it off at second strength so that it wasn't quite as dark, okay? But, Squeaker, what's up? Can you guys hear her? She's like, Mom, I brought my toy for you to throw. All right, so that was in Granny Apple. You could definitely do the second strength. And what's gonna happen now is that this will go onto the white mat, which will go onto the purple or the pink mat. And then this little guy is gonna go here. And then your mushrooms are gonna go on. Okay, so here's my trick. If you stamped your grass a little too low and you want to see more of it, like that much more, you could in essence cut a little bit off the top to make it show more grass. And I'll do that just so you guys can, because the grass is kind of a guessing game, but you don't want to do too much. So now I cut off a little off the top, and then my popping up to say hi will still fit there, right? Okay, so again, I cut off that much just to see a little bit more of the grass. No problem though. All right, so let's get glue happy. So this can get glued, this can get glued, and then this guy can get glued. Bridget wrote, yes, Bridget, I got your email too. Yes, yes, you guys. I got lots of emails in the last week and a half, and I'm getting to them. Yes, absolutely. So just give me, I can't promise I'm going to even get them to all of them tonight or tomorrow, but my goal is by the end of the weekend that I get through a whole bunch of emails and texts and instant messages. So this guy will go on here like that. And then this one was our inside. Okay, so let's hang tight with him. And actually, I think as long as, where do we go? Here we go. For this gluing, you have to be very careful. You can only glue the little flippy flop here. Like that. And then what I'm gonna do is just set this right on here And I'm going to center it, top to bottom, left to right, like that. And then when you go to do this one, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to center it top to bottom, left to right. And right away, I'm going to just do a discount double check and make sure that when that shuts, you don't see the white over on the side like that. Right? So that's good. And then this popping up to say hi, you need to do a little bit of ribbon behind it. So Polly's still thinking about the Toadstool bundle. Yeah, Cindy said it looks, oh, Judy likes it darker green. Okay, so there you go. Now you can see the difference. That's why I did that, so you guys could see the difference. And we're gonna put on the back right side, I'm gonna put a little tear and tape. Now your ribbon's a little shorter than mine. My mom gave me the last bit of ribbon that was on the roll, so I got a little scrap, and it's a little bit longer than what everybody else got, so I'm gonna end up trimming some of mine off, and just know you're probably not gonna have as much to trim off as mine is. All right, so there's that, and then what we're gonna do is put a little dimensional on the back side of this. You can pick those off. And we're going to pop that up. It goes right along the bottom here. Like that. And then grab that ribbon scissors and trim your tails. You gotta be very careful. This seam binding ribbon is very, very staticky and very fragile. Like it's hard to cut it because it's so flimsy. And if you got the pink ones, just so you guys know, the pink ones are going to have that white ribbon, that new white ribbon, and not purple. Now our mushrooms. So how I did this, I used a glue dot on mine, but the glue dot here is sticking out past it. So I think what I'll do is use a little bit of liquid glue, a little dabble-dia, and that will go right in the middle of the mushroom. And then this one, got a little dab as well. That can go through the middle of the purple. So what are you guys using? If you are not using the toadstools for this card, what else are you doing? Because it doesn't have to be toadstools. Or whatever, mushrooms. If you have this piece of white, you could put anything on it that you want. It doesn't have to be even the toadstools. So I'm curious, what is everybody using? Or are you waiting and getting the toadstools when they become available? I know Polly said she's still on the fence with it, but I should bring the stamp set out so you guys can see it really quick one more time so that you can figure that out. It's called Terrific Toadstools. It has just a little thank you, you are magical, popping up to say hi. And then it's got the 2 different mushrooms, 3 actually, the grass. It's got a little ladybug too in here, and then some stumps. That's what I call them, mushroom stumps. So we're gonna pick these off, and then on the bottom of the gray granite, I'm also gonna add a little bit of glue. Oh man, of course. Add a little bit of glue right at the bottom, and I put the bigger one on the tall up right here. And then you can put this guy off to the side, like that. And then I had dragonflies in mine. And so you either have dragonflies or you have the birds. I would use the gnomes. Oh, Jean, that's a perfect idea. The gnomes from a few years ago, that would be perfect with these. Yes, and a lot of people got the gnomes. That is a fabulous idea. I love it. All right, so you have what you have here. We got the Terrific Toadstools was the bundle that got used for this one. And pulled in some of the new sale-a-bration Toadstool paper, pulled in that ribbon, pulled in some of the birds and the dragonflies, which are an online exclusive. And you either have the pink with the different 2 patterns, and then here's what the birds would look like. I have one bird coming in that way and one bird coming in that way. Right, flying through the air with the greatest of ease. Some white ribbon here. Now you can see the difference between the first strength grass and the second strength and granny. You could also use old olive, or if you have the old pear pizzazz or wild wasabi, that would work too. I think about adding the gnome sounds wonderful. Yeah, I do too. I am waiting for the bundle. Oh, Lynn's waiting for the bundle. Perfect. What are those animals that one was popping up from a hole, an old one? There was a hedgehog set. I remember that. I think of the whack-a-mole from the animals that were popping up from a hole. Yeah, you could put any kind of the critters on here. There, like sale-a-bration through the years, there was a donkey set. There were different, I would call them the kidsy funsy animal sets. So any of that would work. Perfect. Okay. Well, there we go. What do we want to Stella? I would be definitely careful to Stella your mushrooms because they would bleed. Your blending would bleed. So I guess what you could do is Stella a little bit of the edge here of maybe what you see. Go with that. Or you could do the whole thing. The gopher. Yeah, I love the DSP, but not the toadstool. So, oh, the meerkats. Yes, Jean, that would be cool too. You could do some of your little circles here. So think about the layout. For those that were on the fence about getting this class, you've heard some awesome ideas with not necessarily having to get the toadstools. But what was I going to show you guys? I just said I was going to oh, the paper. Here, I'm going to just show you the paper really quick. So the good thing about this paper is that they did the opposite side is very universal for the most part it is. So you've got, so this is free with a $60 order during sale-a-bration. So you've got your mushroom side, some dots, this weird, yep, mushrooms, but the other side's cool. This one's very spinny, different. Here's, like, the mushrooms aren't bad, right? And then, so let's look at the other side. Now this is where you get your very versatile stuff. So you got your purple stripes, you got the diamonds. This one, the opposite side was the little polka dots, right? This one's got the green grass here, and this one right here. So even though, like, I'm not the biggest fan of that, I'll be honest with you, like, that does not do anything for me, but that side does. That's very versatile. It's very naturey, right? And then you've got stripes here, and yeah. So there's 8. So this one has, what is it? It's 8 pages. So you get 8. So it's like a full pack of paper where it's 2 full sheets because you get 8 of 6 different patterns. Okay. But it is 6 by 6. So it's cut down already for you. So we didn't have to cut that for you guys. All right. So there's our second card. Okay. Or I should say our third card. One more to go. All right, let's put this guy away. And let's grab out our last one. And now, there was some paper left, just in case you guys are wondering. There was some strips of paper that you had left. If you are wanting to, you could, I've seen this on a couple people's cards, you could, when you're ready to seal the envelope, you could glue this on here like that, like cut it down a little shorter and make it like it's washi tape across here, right? You could do that. But this piece actually would be perfect. That could go right like that. Or if you want to, you could actually glue it on the bottom of the flap and then cut it to the shape and have it just along the bottom flap, right? Hi, Mimi. You could use the gnomes. Yes, you definitely could. All right, and you could use Jungle Pals. Yes. Those are all sale-a-bration sets, you guys. It seems that we've been mentioning, besides the gnomes. All right, so these little strips, save them with the card, right? And then if you want, you can add them to your envelope at a later day and time. And then what was left are the fruits of our labor. And this one, I ended up with, pineapples. I got pineapples, all right? And on my inside, no, I didn't get pineapples. Aha. I'm just going to confuse you guys a little bit more. We needed one more piece of paper. And out of my whole entire pack here, we had the orange ready to go. And I did not have an orange piece of paper in here. So I had to punt. I could use bananas, but they didn't really go so well, right? So I grabbed pineapples. So this is another when you want to make more of these cards, when you get your fruit paper, this is just another combination. All right, and there's my little circle for my fruit bowl. I am going to make this card actually using this pattern with the orange and the yellow, and it's going to be perfectly fine. Like we make things work. Okay, in your gems are going to be your pecan pie ones, so set those off to the side. And oh, there's oranges are falling out from our fruit bowl. So the oranges are just a 1/2 inch circle punch, okay? There are other dies sets out there that have little small circles that you could use too if you don't have a 1/2 inch circle punch. And I don't know if we need that. There, okay, let's look. This is our inside piece for the white. This will go on the inside, right? There's an arm here. Oh, there's a pair. This is our arm, right? And this is for the inside, right? So we got that there. Then there's a whole bunch of color combinations, especially for anybody joining late. In the beginning, I showed all of them. And there's going to be a couple different layers for mats here. This is the rectangle that goes across it. And then you have 3 strips. Okay, I got a wonky kit. Okay, you got strawberry, and we have a bowl, and then we have a pineapple. And we talked about that these guys come from the little bitty fruit punch pack that was available a couple years ago. We decided to go with a blast from the past and incorporate it because it went really well. This little basket comes from the Crafting with You, and that's perfect. Okay, so this is already scored for you guys. It's scored at a 1/2 inch, and then I believe every 1.5 inches. And how this works is we're going to fold this in, and then this gets folded in, and then this gets folded in. So again, it looks like a super complicated fun fold, but it actually goes together really nicely. So this little 1/2 inch flap is what's going to position it right onto this back flap. And we're going to do that adhering with some tear and tape. And we're going to just guess how much we need. And I'm going to put it right next to the fold line. And that should be enough. And then the trick with this is to not try to do it like mid-air. The trick is to put this flat like this and then fold this down, right? So this ultimately, you have 2 panels here, right? And then when this pops up, it makes a nice square. So what happened was I had the 1/2 inch flap down, and then I had 2, and then back here was this other one. Hi, honey. I know, we're almost done, girlfriend. And then we'll play some mousy. Are you coming this way? Here she comes. Ooh, 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 here she's walking this way. It's our little honey bunches of oats here. All right, thank you, honey, for making that nice little walking through here. Okay, hi. Oh man, she stuck right by me. She's behind my back. Okay, now, I had an aha moment when I opened this up because I was like, I have an orange piece here, and it's supposed to be yellow. And so I'm in my head now, I'm wondering if we have those backwards for these oranges. So we'll have to do a little investigating because all the card kits I said were here except for 2. So we'll go back and we're going to look through and figure out if that needs to be yellow or not. And I think I'm going to go back and recut mine for here. But because we have yellow mats here, we still have to cut the designer paper, right? So you guys are going to have your 6x6 sheet. And for those of you who get the pineapple one, just so you can see what it looks like, the pineapple one is actually going to be on green paper with Daffodil Delight. I'm not going to use the pineapples because I got an oddball guy here and I didn't have any more orange paper. But to me, these pineapple slices have orange in them. So to me, I think I'm going to go with it, right? So in the beginning of class, you guys, I did show these are all the different. So the fruit has 12 different patterns, and we used all of them, but maybe a few. Like we didn't use the watermelon one and maybe one other one, but that's what they look like. And if you guys end up getting your own pack of this designer paper, You could always, we gave you a 6x6, which was perfect for the card, but I had some extra paper. I just wanted to show you how cool it looks to have the envelope flaps to match, right? So if you do end up getting any of this designer paper, you could easily take off a 2-inch section and make your envelope flap. So like the banana here, right, has the bananas, right? And then like here's the pear one. It has the matching pear envelope. So having your envelope match is super cool. All right, so that's something. Now you won't have enough designer paper to do that unless you get yourself your own pack. But let's get this paper cut. So we need to cut a height. The height is going to be 5 1/16, and then we need 3 pieces here that are the same size, and then a mat here. So let's grab that trimmer back, and you have to pay attention to, if your paper goes a certain way, you want to make sure you cut 5 1/16 is the height. Mine doesn't matter so much because these slices are all going different ways. So we're going to do 5 1/16 for our height. Okay, so this is leftover. And then now we need, for me, I did 13/16, 13/16, 13/16. And you want to keep these in a flow, right? Especially if you have a pattern, like a scenic pattern. This would be really cool for a pattern that kind of flows all together. So I'm going to do 13/16, right? And then 13/16. So this would have been a bear for us to cut this paper for you, and then keeping all of the sheets in order for you. So that's why we opted to give everybody their own 6x6 piece. All right, and I'm just going to double check this. It is 2 and 13/16 is the outer, so then 2 5/8. So the next piece is 2 5/8 wide. So anybody that took this class with me, the PDF tutorial is going to be emailed out to you. All of the measurements are in the tutorial so that you have access to it. If anybody's a member of the Inspiration Hive, this tutorial will also be in the Inspiration Hive for you. And my goal is to get it in there tonight yet. All right, so you have your 3 pieces. This is left over. So you could save one of these for your envelope flap, like to glue it right on the end here, right, to hold the flap shut like washi tape. And then if you want, you could also put one on the inside here. And so that inner piece is 2 13/16. So I'm going to cut this at 2 13/16. So this is going to go on my inside, and then this is a scrap. Hi, Cheryl Jackson. She loves the envelope flaps. Me too. All right, now I did notice I have an orange one here, and I am going to make it be daffodil, because daffodil is actually the color of the mats. So it is 2 13/16. And then we score it at 5. It's actually cut at, okay. It's actually, we got to cut off a 1/2 inch because it's actually 10 1/2. Like that. And then we score it at 5 1/4. So let's score at 5 1/4. All right. So now when we fold this, our mat here will fit in here perfectly, right? Okay. So that gets us back on track. So you will realize that the girls, when they're kidding, they always give me the oddball stuff so that I can talk through it. All right. So we're going to double check that to make sure that we don't have orange in those. So let's get a little glue happy. We can glue these, and I'm going to keep these in order, right, because they all line up. So I'm going to flip this way, this one, and that. And we're going to put glue on these. And try to still keep them in order. That one goes on here. All right, and for those people that don't like the 16s, you could definitely do 7/8, right, and make it a little bigger, or you could do 3/4 and make it a little smaller. Really, whatever you choose that you want to do. And I'm keeping these upside down because I'm going to put glue on them right away to get them right onto their panels. So another amazing fun fold that it looks complicated, but it's not. And then this goes right on here. like that. Okay, because that's the outside. Now this gets flipped over. And now we're going to put glue. Why can't I see the chat? So Cheryl, it depends on how you have your phone. So like I'm looking at my phone like this, right? And if you're back here, you need to click on live chat. And then that should help you. Again, hit the thumbs up and then hit live chat and then it should come up. If you're holding your phone like this, you also can have the live chat that way, but sometimes if you're like this, you see the full screen, right? And to get back, I would go like this, and then it goes back to live chat. So just maybe depends on how you're holding your phone or your tablet. All right, so a little bit of liquid glue here. I'll do a little glue here. And I'm going to actually glue my white piece in. I'm not going to stamp a sentiment on here. I'm going to let whoever wins this card go ahead and stamp their own sentiment if they want a sentiment. So let's get these all glued down. So again, I flip it back this way. And this one's going to go on here first, like that. And then this guy goes next in that panel. And then, hi Debbie Gass, better late than never, you know it. And then there's this one. And now this one goes right on this section right here. Like that. And then that will go on our inside. And then I have my little piece of designer paper here. Oh, Joanne loves the bright colors. Yay. And then this one will go here. So again, I used the pineapple one on this, even though, so nobody really has this color combination with this paper. It really just, I did not feel like opening up another pack of the designer paper to get a piece of oranges. So I took one for the team and I'm showing you yet another color combination that can get used. All right. So you guys, if you get the pineapples, you're going to get green with it. So green and yellow instead of orange. All right. So what I did for stamping on here is I did thanks so much. And that one comes from a set that is called Memorable Blooms. So it's got thanks so much. It's a red rubber. And I did have orange out here. Aren't you glad we have class tonight? Just kidding. Well, not really, but yes. That's my orange joke. And here's orange right here. So when I stamp this, you get two shots, the front and the back. I'm gonna go right there. Oh, nice, very nice. And then we can finish gluing this onto here. Oh, good, I'm glad you like the color of this card. So yes, for those people who like, there were two orange cards. So the orange cards, we ended up doing the yellow and the orange for them. And I think there's one more. There was, oh, the sample right there, haha. There were two orange cards. All right, now you need a little bit more tear and tape. You're on stimulus overload with the prior cards. That will happen. All right, I'm gonna put, actually, I don't wanna guess where to put the tear and tape back here because I know it only needs to go in this panel. So I'm gonna kind of guess or estimate that this is gonna go right here. So I'm gonna put the tear and tape right there, right? And you have a piece of white ribbon, apparently. I don't, they really made me struggle bust this one, you guys. All right, Ruth Nicholson, I'm stealing ribbon out of your kit. I did not see the ribbon in my kit, you guys. My kit was the very last one, and it got it got not good at the end. So I'm stealing some ribbon from Ruth's kit here, and then we're going to, well, maybe I'm not stealing any ribbon from Ruth. Well, maybe that's it. So this is amazing, you guys. This is why I'm so happy we didn't mail out card kits yet. Because if Ruth doesn't have this in her kit, then that means that nobody's got it in theirs. And I'm happy because only 2 kits have gotten given out. All right, so it looks like Ruth doesn't have, okay, so this is okay, you guys, because like I just said, we haven't mailed this card class out really, so we can slip in a ribbon into everybody's kits. All right, so now the question is, I think I have white ribbon down here. Let me just look really quick over here. Okay, I still ended up stealing from Ruth Nicholson. All right, because she had this piece of ribbon in her other kit. So perfect. Okay, so you're gonna have a piece of ribbon about this big, I promise. We'll make sure it's in there. And you're gonna cut it in half diagonally, right, like this. Okay, and then what can happen is you're gonna put that right into the tear and tape. That's right there already on the card base. It's gonna feel really weird to glue it onto the card and not to the back of this. But I don't want you guys to have to guess where to put it back here, because the last thing you want is to put anything sticky here or anything sticky on this side. So it is going to have to go there, I promise. Like, that just makes sense. And then this is gonna go here. So Feline really likes the fun fold, but the fruit DSP is not your favorite. I will probably make mine into thank you cards and make them as a gift set. There you go, absolutely. All right, so we're gonna take that off, and then what we're gonna do is actually use our scissors. Yeah, you know, I had people tell me they weren't so excited about the fruit paper. I totally get it. It was not my cup of tea either. But our goal was to provide for you guys a chance to see the designer paper in action and for you guys to actually get to use it. And hopefully the card is cute enough that you can use it for a different, like what Feline said, that she can use it as a gift set, because it may not be your cup of tea, but whoever you give it to might just absolutely love it, right? So I popped up some dimensionals here, and now what I'm going to do is set this on here, and I'm going to try to line up my orange with the orange side, and my yellow should match, and then my white should match with the designer paper. So that goes right like this. What is the size of the base? It's a 5.5 by 8.5, so it's a traditional size. It wasn't cut any shorter. All right. See, there it is. So super cool concept for a card, right? Fun, fun, fun. So you guys saw what I had from Angelique. She did it as a Valentine's Day card. And she didn't have the designer paper here, but we wanted to have that side to have designer paper as well. So that's why we added it on this card. So, right, because you open it up, you see it there. All right, so this fruit basket, the fruits of our labor. You have the basket, which comes from crafting from you. Oh, and see, Jean loves the fruit paper. Good, good. We have this is your sacrificial lamb, okay? And then you have a strawberry, a pineapple, and a pear. And how I would do this is I would put, this circle is only in your kit just to provide some help with putting your kit together, or putting your basket. I'm gonna put a glue dot right at the bottom of it, and I'm gonna attach that to the bottom backside of the basket, right? Now by having this, it gives us the ability to add our fruit. And how I'm gonna add our fruit is I'm going to put this mini glue dot, AKA snot dot, AKA non-committal dot. We're gonna put that at the bottom of each one of these guys. And then we're gonna insert them into our basket, right? So what we can do, rip that off, and we are going to add the pear first here, and the pear is gonna go in the middle. It's kind of right here, and because we've got that sacrificial circle in the back, it allows us to add it, and it's got something to stick to. And now our strawberry is gonna be over here. I've got an orange. Aren't you glad we're here today? An orange over there. And then we've got an orange. Now you definitely didn't need to have the circle, but I'll tell you, it made it so much easier to put this together. And then we have a pineapple, a pinapoli. That's gonna go right there. Now, if you can see the brown basket still sticking out the back, what you can do is take your scissors and you can just trim it a little bit shorter. So like just take off, I want to do it from this way because I don't want to accidentally cut my pinapoli. All right, so now you can't see that brown circle at all, but it's holding everything together, which is pretty amazing. And then what you can do is grab a dimensional and you can pop some of those right on the back. You could also glue it flat if you don't like it popped up more. They're fun and friendly. You like the orange and yellow contrast for tonight's class. Yay! All right, so this will go right on here like that. And then you have your 3 gems. You have 2 big and a small, or 2 small and a big. And so I got 2 big ones. We're going to put them opposites. And then we have the small one. That can go right there. Okay. Perfect. And what you can do now is stella your fruit, right? Make it look bedazzling like the sun is kissing it. And to get your basket, you can do any of your fruit that are on your card. I'll show you guys all the cards again just so you can see what all the different fruit we had. Fun folds. You guys, these are just, we tried to, like, the first one with the easel is probably generic. Most people, if you've done fun folds, you've probably done an easel. And if you haven't, that's awesome that you get to do a fun fold. That's an easel card. But the rest of these, I hadn't, until Angelique shared these with me, I had never done these folds before. So I was totally blown away that I thought, like, this was so cool, right? Again, this is what it looks like. You can change it up a little bit. It's just a fun layout. Now, nobody else is going to have this combination because the pineapple, I did have it with a different one. But I'll show you here what we have for these. Again, we had 2 orange patterns like that. And then for class, we also had, I think we kitted up the kiwis. We kitted up the apples and bananas. And then we had the mixed fruit basket here, the fruit cocktail. Some people were going to get the pineapple like that. Some people are going to get this fruit cocktail, which is really cool. We did some with the cantaloupes, right? And then there were some that were with the pomegranates, right? All right, so there were 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 different ones that are kitted. But then I made up the last 2 just so you could see what they look like. So there was a one with the bananas that we did with espresso. And there's one that we did with pears and lemon, lolly, and granny. Now, all of these, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 of them are going to be in the PDF tutorial. So there's going to be lots of pictures in here. Now, Debbie said you can use the sweet citrus stamp set with some of the fruit too, right? So we did pull in that punch pack from the past, but Debbie's saying there was another one called sweet citrus, and it just goes to show you that you can mix retired past product with current product, right? Because there's not a lot of other current stamps in that Stampin' Up! Has that are fruit related. So it's a great way to bring in some past stuff to incorporate when you have your stuff that is retired. So yeah, all right, very nice. So that is what we have for the last fun fold, which has the fruit featured from that DSP. And so fun to put the little basket together. And let's see here. So let's bring back here so you can see everything that I've got for you. Again, there's that one. And then the toad. They keep calling toadstools, right? But it's a mushroom. And then this. Hi, Pamela. I'm so happy that you could catch me live, too. And then this was our using our easy button featuring the kit that's available for sale-a-bration. So we really tried to pull in as much of the new sale-a-bration product as we possibly could. And I think we did a great job with getting all the paper, basically, is featured from sale-a-bration. I will be honest, I didn't use a lot of the stamp sets from sale-a-bration. I did not pick getting the stamp sets this time. We did pull in the gems and we pulled in the ribbon. So some people got the ribbon, if you got the purple card here. And then we pulled in some annual catalog and some online exclusive stuff too. So good stuff, good stuff. All right, so just a reminder, the tutorial will be emailed out. My goal is going to be to get it emailed out to you guys tonight. For any reason I fail on that, it will be tomorrow. And I did catch, I think we need to add some ribbon to this one, and I need to check the orange cards to see what we did for the bases on those. I think we were short a couple, and that's how they ended up with orange and not yellow. So I'll go back and I can double check those just to make certain. But yay, what's your favorite one? Fun folds always take a long time, you guys. There's no easy way to get through a fun folds class in 2 hours. I definitely know that is, it's a commitment to do a fun folds class. It's a commitment designing them. It's a commitment prepping for them. It's a commitment kitting them, and it's a commitment doing the live because it takes a lot to get through them. So hopefully you guys like it and that you're good with what we chose for fun folds. Give a round of applause again to Angelique for really helping me out with this one. She brought to the table all the different ones that she had here, and we could work off of them to redesign them and case them into the current sale-a-bration product. So the next, yeah, Joanne got in on the live too. The next sale-a-bration Hoorah Rah class, which is set for later in February, is also going to feature a lot of the sale-a-bration product, but we're going to pick 4 new fun folds, right? Jean said the fruit basket, very good. So you guys, just so you know, there's going to be 4 fun folds. Again, they're going to look similar to these cards because we're going to pull in the fruit paper. We're going to bring in the toadstool paper. We're going to bring in the butterfly or the bloom paper. And on this one, we're going to pull in the back half of this card to make another one. So, oh, Mimi said the mushroom card. Very good. Sherry Martin said toadstools and the mushrooms. Very good. Good, good. Joanne said the mushroom card. Mm-hmm. All right. So, I think we're alone now. There doesn't seem to be anyone around. Do you guys remember that song? All right. I was just thinking. Okay, I like them. They're all good. Mikey likes them. Okay, so eventually these cards will be won by somebody. Right now, I do have these cards that were from a game night back in April that I have winners that were drawn for these cards. So we have, it was called Good Feelings Game Night. If you are liking these cards, I still have about 8 sets of this class left that we did. And all you would need for this class are sentiments, okay? So reach out if you're interested, and I will go through here. So what happens is when you comment, we randomly run through and put our finger down, and whoever it lands on is what we pick. And so the more times you comment, the better your odds are of getting your name picked. And so I have 5 names that were picked for the back of these cards, and I'll mail them out to those winners if I have their addresses. If I don't, then I need to get an address because I can't mail cards out to people I don't know their addresses to. So you're welcome, Joanne Con. All right, so drum roll, but sending sunshine and good feelings your way goes to Holly Paplo. Yay, Holly. Da-da-da. The peacock, thank you. With Old Olive goes to Deanne Dawn. Yay. Da-da-da. You're on my mind and in my heart goes to Darrell Hoffaker. Yay, Darrell. Da-da-da. This one, hip hip hooray, goes to Sherry Stewart. Yay, Sherry. And last but certainly not least, I'm just so happy for you, goes to Barbara Godby. Yay, ladies. I know all of you. I know your addresses. I don't personally can't say I've been to your addresses, but I have your addresses and I know where to mail these beautiful cards to. The tutorial is out there in my online store, and if anybody wants kits, the tutorials are always free when you take a class with me. So if you get registered for the class, the tutorial is part of it. So yay, and Cheryl loves the tube card. All right, so that is for that. Then I'm gonna grab my Purplicious book, you guys, because you know I needed to have a purple book this time. Last year we had yellow. The year before was a magenta purple. I got the true purple for myself today. Or for this year. I had 40 people. So we're gonna grab my phone and we're gonna go and do a random number generator, and we'll open up to see who the winner chicken dinner is. So we do random number generator. We're gonna put in 40 and hi Randy Schultz. Hit generate. No, wait. It's not based off of everybody. I had orders. It's based off of orders. So one moment. We had 6 people. I did that really wrong. All right. Out of 6 people. Now we got to do it out of 6. So what happens is when you place an order to get the class for free, I end up having extra products left at the end of a catalog, and I use those as prizes for people who place orders. And so we had 6 that placed an order to get this class for free. So number 4 goes to Kat Fronick. Yay, Kat. Okay, I'm going to circle 4. So I remember it's her. Okay, so Kat Fronick is our winner for the door prize tonight. I'm very happy we did this class before I mailed out almost all of the kits. I created a little bit of work for myself, but I do have some helpers coming in tomorrow, and I think that they would help me with making sure that we have that white ribbon in there and we can find those orange ones and get those swapped out. So we'll make sure that those are buttoned up and good to go. The current host code, you guys, in case you missed it, I have it here. But in case anybody wants to place an order to get this class for free or other classes that I do, if you go to my website, there's underneath my events calendar, there's always a picture of me in a yellow shirt, and you can find my current host code there. When you get that current host code on, at this moment, there's a host code. It'll be until about April or May. As long as you get the host code on, it will qualify you for a free class. And right now, it's a $60 order. If you want to wait until January 7th and place your order to get this specific class for free, that's no problem. Just let me know you want to get your name on my class registration, like my class signups, and then on January 7th, go ahead and place your order. I will hold the class here until you're ready to place your order. And for the most part, we don't plan on shipping until January 14th. So we've got some time in there. We have a lot in front of us for the next week and a half. What is today? Today's Thursday. So a week from today starts the Winter Creative Escape, and we'll be full blown into that until Monday, like through Monday. And then our big shipping day is the 14th. So we've got some time, and I have plenty of this class available. So if anybody wants to wait and put their order in on the 7th, they can. And also the same for the Technique Club class, the class that I do with Rose in Canada. If anybody wants to get on that class, then you can wait until the 7th and put your order in, and that is also free with a $60 order. You can put your order in on the 7th instead of doing it now, because I'd love for you guys to wait if you want to and get your sale-a-bration item, which starts on the 7th. So yay. Thanks, Deb Norman. Thanks, Suzanne. Thanks, Lynn. Yes, congratulations to all the winners. And there's Laura's. Yes, you guys are so good. Congratulations to all the winners. Okay, Happy Mail. Do you guys want me to take 10 more minutes and go through Happy Mail? I think I should, because otherwise, I could do Happy Mail tomorrow. You guys, I'm gonna talk about something and give me some heads up. Should I do Happy Mail tonight or should I do Happy Mail tomorrow at the Otters class? I can do either way. I have 2 gifts to show you, 3 gifts to show you, and I've got maybe 15 cards. So it wouldn't take very long. So just give me a cue. Do you want me to do it? Or are you guys good? I've got 10 more minutes in me if you guys want me to do, the Happy Mail. We've done the drawing. We did the winners. I'm looking around. Did I forget anything else? So if I don't hear anything in the next like 10 seconds, I think what I'll do, I'm gonna wait. Maybe somebody wants to see Happy Mail, and if not, we'll go for it and tomorrow. So. All right, I just saw, yes, do Happy Mail. Okay, so all it takes is Susan Warmly, and we'll do the Happy Mail. All right, so I'm going to drop the camera down, you guys. I got lots of Christmas cards and birthday cards in the last week. I have a pile of mail that I haven't looked through yet today. And Sandy Coy, I'm reseconded it. Okay, so Linda Hunt. I don't know if you're still watching, my friend, but Linda Hunt sent me my card. I love this card. This was from a Winter Creative Escape from a couple years ago. I think it wasn't, it could have been last year or the year before. But I think that was an escape card, and so I love it. And she wrote me a little love note in here. It's so awesome. I love it. So I got to read that. She's got a little penguin in here. And then what she did, she went to the Biltmore in North Carolina, and she said, I think it says it in the note here. I have to just read it. She's where she found it. I saw the ornament at the Biltmore and thought of you. So to hang it on your tree or in the hive. So yeah. So you guys, she got me a little bee, and it came. It's got a little clip on it, so we're going to put this in the hive. Very cool. So thank you for that, Linda Hunt. I got it. Oh, lots of you guys are voting on the Happy Mail. Good. Okay, so this one came to us from Mary Novak. Mary is so grateful she found me on Facebook, and she feels like she's known me for so long. So you guys, a little joke about that. It's not really a joke, but Tyler gets this a lot. Sorry, I got to get this back and fixed here. It's been falling out. So Tyler gets that a lot. You guys, because I talk about Tyler. Tyler's my boyfriend. For those that don't know, we've been dating for, it'll be 7 years. 7 years this coming March, right? April, March, sometime in there, right? We don't have a date. It's just we started dating. We were friends for a long time before that, and it's just all of a sudden we were dating one day. And so you guys know him. Not everybody knows him, but when people come in person, they've heard me talk about him. So they'll go up to him and start talking, and they'll be talking to him, and he's like, I don't know who you are. So you guys, if you ever see Tyler, just say, hey, do you remember? And if you're not certain if he knows who you are, you can just say who you are. He gets that a lot. So it's like, because we talk about ourselves, right? And so Mary says she feels like she's known me. And so she said, please accept this gift for the hive. Something else for your mom to do each month, right? I love it. So she made me a calendar, you guys. Look at this. Yeah, that bee ornament was awesome. So look at this. So Mary Novak made this, and it's every month it gets flipped. So we are going to have this on January, for the first month is January. She used the stylish shapes to cut out some of the calendar parts, and then she decorated these to match for the month. And so we've got some chocolate covered strawberries, and she's got a little heart gem on Valentine's Day. And she had here on this one, she had it on my birthday, which was also New Year's Day. And then here she's got it on St. Patty's Day with some clovers. She's got Easter for April with a little velvety bunny. He looks like he's a chocolate bunny, kind of suede. And then here we've got Mother's Day with a cool little flower with like the happy faces. June, she's got Father's Day with some lemonade. And then 4th of July, 4 in July with these awesome bunting. I think that's called bunting. Yes, USA. For August, it's the 3rd, and I don't know what the 3rd is, so I have to think about what the 3rd might be. But she's got watermelons, this awesome little woodcut watermelon. And then September, she's got Labor Day and the lattes. I love it. And then in October, you guys, she did purple for Halloween for me. Not your traditional orange and black. She did purple for Halloween. So she's got a little gem on the 31st. She's got the witch's hat from that punch from last year. And she did the hexagons in there. I love it. November, she's got Thanksgiving marked with, this was all squared away. I think that was that die. And then December, she's got Christmas. And she's got Joseph, Mary, and Jesus. So, right? So little baby Jesus looks like it's here. And Joseph and Mary are in the circle. Very cool. And she's got the druzy gems all over. So that's what Mary Novak made for me. It's awesome. Very, very good. Oh, Connie, happy birthday to you. Yay. Yes, what a great calendar, you guys. So that was from Mary Novak. Super cool. So this is going to be on display in the hive year round. It's so cool. All right. So I started to show this off. This was from Phyllis Oderman. She made a bunch of these. And I should just, give me 10 seconds. I'll go grab the rest of them. I gave out some already. I gave out some of these already to my helpers, so she had a bunch, and they were all slightly different. So this one had a tree, but it had red, and she had the Ghirardellis. This one had some holly in it. This one had a red star, like a poinsettia, and then a snowflake, and then a bow. Mary should demonstrate this at an escape. Yes, I definitely agree. And then another little bow. So these were from Phyllis for my helpers. And so I got a few left. I got half of them out to the helpers, and I've got the rest to go as I see my helpers. So that was a really exciting gift from Phyllis Oderman. And then we've got here, this one comes to me from Sharon Henson. Gary and Sharon, you're not getting old, you're getting even more awesome. Very cool. One of the tricks that Sharon does is she only puts adhesive across the top, and she leaves the back unattached. So that makes it really easy if you do want to repurpose or reuse the card. You can always pull it out. And also for people who like to send money or gift cards or something, you could always tuck it behind here and then just put like an arrow to make sure that people know to look underneath the flap. So that was from Gary and Sharon Henson. This one, you guys, comes to us from Carla Reel. This was a card, Karen Wetstein. You'll recognize this. Karen Wetstein made all these cards for me, and I sent them out to people for their birthday. Some people got these as birthday cards, and Carla repurposed it and sent it back to me. And so, very cool. Looks familiar. Or she cased it, one of the two, right? So I'm not quite certain, but it looks just like the one that Karen had made. You know, Judy Sharp, I don't know how she did the bows. I need to talk to her. Because, I'll be honest with you. Oh, I know how she did the bows. I know. I just looked at it and I figured it out. So when you do this, it's like the diaper fold technique. Like, let me think. This is all one piece. And this It's like it got scored every like half inch, and then she pinched here. I got to get the exact way to do it, but it's kind of like the diaper fold, and that this folded down. I don't know exactly, but I believe that it's one piece, but it could be two pieces. It could just be a bow that's on the top that she glued to the top of it. That's what my first thought was, and then my second thought was that it was a one piece, and now my third thought is that I go back to my first thought. Okay, I'm gonna find out. This one comes to us from Mary Lemke, and it says, "You make my heart happy." This is one of the kits with the pets with it. Kittens, stop it, Tigger. I see what you guys are up to, not on my card kits, boys. All right, they're getting rowdy over here. This is from Miss Faye Gabi. She did a penguin from that penguin punch. Some of those iridescent snowflakes, and we called that the pipe cleaner ribbon. And then she's got the penguin on the inside. Judy, I thought so too. It would be a great escape project. Tigger buddy. Okay, you guys want a kitten sighting? That's Tigger giving you the big moon. He just knocked everything that I had off here and onto the floor. I know, you're my mom. You're showing everybody my butt. Here, buddy. I'll give you some water. There you go. Okay, so let's go back here. So Faye had the penguin card here. This is from Donna Gursky. Yay, Donna. This is from a fun folds from Fragrant Flowers. I love it. And then you open it up. It's like, pow. Easy and also an impactful fun fold. Love that. It's a book card and explosion card at the same time. Very cool. This one comes to us from Jennifer Knutson. She did the Iconic Imagery Designer Series paper. Yay, a happy birthday card. And this one is from Audrina Spar. She used the Berry Christmas designer paper and the Nested Essentials and some of the snowflakes. Very cool. And then this one comes to us from Shirley Malarkey. I don't remember the name of the stamp set with the Shepherd's Care maybe. That was in the catalog. And then she has some gold around the edge. Very cool, very pretty. Yay, she's been a busy lady with work. All right, this one is from Melanie Hao. She did a double whammy here, you guys. I got a birthday and a Christmas in the same envelope with a love note. So this is the birthday card. And the water shut off. There's my birthday card. And she used the Reindeer Fun designer paper. And then on this one, she used Snowy Wonder. And it goes like this. Very cool. Got some rhinestones for charcoal buttons. So that was from Melanie Hao. And then this one comes to us from Sandy Coy Emery. She used the little bit festive designer paper or used the Stamp-A-Stat card with the poinsettia. Very cool. And she's got some little love notes. I saw that. You have a box coming of things for your helpers. So I did see that. So thank you for that when that comes, Sandy. This one comes to us from Kimberly O'Brien. And she is on Kelly Atchison's team. I roll up through Kelly Atchison. And I signed up for a Christmas card swap. And this might be the swap I got from it. So yay. And you guys, it's the same shepherd here. Or it's Jesus, right? I guess I'm going to guess it's Jesus carrying his sheep. So, right, same one. So, yay. You guys, that was probably the #1 stamp set that I got for cards from my community. It used that stamp set. And she's got a little bit of glimmer paper, and then she used, I think that's the Oh Holy Night paper that was from last year. So, very pretty card. And a tag topper punch here. So, yay. This one comes to us from Barbara Rudolph. A happy birthday card featuring some of the Naturally Gilded Designer Series paper and then some of that 1/8 inch ribbon. And then the Spotlight in Nature die here around the edge. Good job. This one comes to us from Sherry Stewart. So what she did with this is she die cut out the tree. And she must have had reverse. So like if you have your whole mat, right? And then she cut the tree out, cut it in half, and then in this instance, she saved the left side and had the right side empty. And then the next card, she probably put the paper down and put the other side of the tree on that side. And then she did some mirror imaging going on. So very cool. Good job, Sherry. Hi, Judy Lightborn. Happy New Year to you as well. And then I have some photo cards, which I don't need to share those so much with you guys. And this is from Anna Rebedu. It's my birthday card. Happy birthday. Look at that flap on there. So cool that it matches with the Regal Winter. A cute little bow on here. She's got happy birthday die cut. And Anna has come across these clear Post-it notes, right? So you thought she wrote on there, but it's actually a Post-it note, and you have to use a Sharpie for it. So it's so cool. So she had this in there, and she had that across the top, which was awesome. I get to reuse this card for somebody special. We'll get that one. And then Feline Mays sent me a triple whammy here. So Feline, I got your Christmas card, which was from a snowflake class from a couple of years ago. I love that you got that made. Yay, so that one. And then she gave me my birthday card, which is this one, which was from a Fun Folds from a couple of years ago. It's like one column, right, like that. And then we made a toggle for it. So I don't know if you made more or if this was from the class, but this is awesome. I love it. Good job on that one. And then she made me for the customer swap. She made a version for me in purple, and it used the Frozen Edges die in Purplicious Snowflakes. So yay, I got all of Feline's love. And then we have here from Mary Sykes. I believe this was Mary Sykes, yes. There's a sign in here that says, welcome to our hive, the best place to be. So we can hang that up. And there's a little like keychain. I keep these things right here. I have a little canister that has all my watercolor pencils, and I have these things hanging on here. So this will be hanging right here in front of me so that I can have my charm. It's like a charm. So that's where I'm gonna put that. And then there was a beautiful card in here with some bunnies that are celebrating Christmas. And it's a toggly one. Look at this, you guys. Oh my gosh, look at this. She just did the same. I didn't put this together when I got this card, but this is exactly what we just did for the Fun Folds tonight. She cut up a little higher and has less of the toggle going on. But it's pretty much like that is exactly it. I love it. See? And then in here, there's also a little notepad. And then there's a Be Happy little baggie. So cool. I have a couple more, and then I think we got them all. So this one is my mystery card night, so we don't need to talk about that because we already did that. And then this is Thanks for Everything. This was from Anna Rebedu as well. And so that opens up. Yay! She got a Be Happy sticker and a magnet. So I gave this to all my team. So I got everybody for Christmas, I gave them a little bumper sticker and a magnet. And so yeah, so I keep that right here. So she sent me a thank you for it. Okay. I think that's everything. I think. And now you guys, if you want another kitten sighting, there's Hunky. So Hunky made it into the live today too. Hi, buddy. And you're waiting for water too. All right, let's do that. All right. Oh man, we did it. So Hunky's at the watering hole, and Tigger just got done, and I haven't taught them how to shut their own water off. So that's how that goes. All right, vellum Post-its. I know, right, Sherry Stewart? They're like see-through. They're frosty vellum Post-its. You can get them on the Amazon. Yeah, so super cool. I don't think my team knows this, but if my team is watching and they're going to on stage with me, I got a little 25 packer for everybody on my team. So yay, a little insider information there in case my team is watching. They might now know what they're getting for part of their gift. So, okay. Judy Sharp, I will still try to figure out how she did the bow, or the bow part of that. I call it a diaper fold chocolate holder. I'll see once if she can tell me how she did that. I'll get that out of her. Yeah. We did it. Okay. See, that took like 17 minutes. Okay, but that's okay. We're good. So tomorrow, you guys, I'll be live at 3 p.m. Central, right? Diana's going to be live in here at 10 o'clock with in-person class. And then we have a couple hours to group together to figure out what we can get done. And then at 3 o'clock, I'll be live until about 5. And then I don't have a live again until the week after next, unless you are part of the Winter Creative Escape with me. You're going to be inundated with lives. We have 2 live creative presentations, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then we have a welcome video in the morning. And then we have a concluding video on Sunday. So you're going to have 10 videos between Thursday and Sunday. And then I have some in-person classes on Monday. We have Share, Create, Inspire on Wednesday the 15th. And then we have the monthly class on the 16th. So if I showed off any of the cards this afternoon or like earlier tonight that you want to get in on any of the classes, it's not too late. Everything is available at this point. There's nothing that is even nearing selling out. So just make sure you reference what you'd like in your email. And if you've already sent me an email and you haven't gotten an answer from it and you want to add anything to it, piggyback off of that first email so I don't have to go looking through multiple emails to get everything. So that would be awesome. Because of dial, yes, Sandy Coy, I'm right. Yeah, that comes first, and the replays will always be there afterwards. You had a Cocker Spaniel that would only drink from the bathtub. Interesting. So now but Hunky's gone, and he didn't turn off the water. So I got to listen for that. All right. All right, you guys, I'm going to end it there. Lots of sunshine, love, and big hugs to you. We'll see you tomorrow at 3 for the Otters class. Love ya. Bye.